Oh, come on. How are you all? Hello.
Hi, Andrew. I'm Courtney. Nice to meet you.
Wow, nice to meet you. Wow. That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm not a footballer, but I'm used to man-on-man action.
You're going to have to share one of them.
The first person that we have picked, Courtney. And Andrew. So our reasons for this, Courtney.
Glamorous.
You know what looks good. I don't need to say anything else.
Thank you.
And Andrew, you do too. Those teeth, honey. In my mind, you know what hygiene is.
Right.
Your smile tells it all.
That you've all come in.
Yeah.
And straight away I've been literally punching the air, running around the room. It's just changed the mood instantly.
Yeah.
There's more fun in the house.
Yeah.
And it's just a lighter, brighter place.
Oh, good.
And I think, to me, it just proves that one gender ain't as good as a mix.
Do you think we're going to get to the end?
I think a cocktail of genders is the way to go.
Yeah.
Here, here.
That's true.
It's kitchen cleaner.
Don't drink that,
Don't
by
drink
the way. That is not a cocktail. It's cleaning fluid.
Anything's a dildo if you try hard enough.
Andrew's straight.
He's straight. Okay. But so spaghetti until it's boiled.
Very good.
Guys, would you go out with a transsexual woman?
I think I don't know. Personality for me is. I mean, it's easy to say.
It's got nothing. Like, it's because they're held to this rigid idea of like, I'm heterosexual, and if what does that mean? I don't know who I am anymore in this world if it's not binary.
I think society tells people it's not okay, and that's the thing. And I do believe the society is changing, and
I can literally see the spectrum of guys that I've had sex with. Like, I went to a Gods of Rugby calendar launch, like all of the footballers, and I went home with July. And
man, no winter boyfriend.
we have a certain amount of blood in our body, and that blood is used to function our brain. And when the blood starts going to other areas, I think men stop being as smart.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
And like this guy knew the whole story and was extremely into it, but when it came to my genitals, he just did not want to acknowledge, did not want to look. He literally said, he was like, I don't know when I'm ever going to find myself in this situation again. How do you feel about putting it in me? And I was like, it hurts.
So you both then, if you don't mind me asking. That's quite
right. I like a ride there for a ride back.
You like a ride and a ride back?
Yeah.
You never thought about getting rid of yours?
No.
You're not that.
You know, there's something with the trans identity called gender dysphoria, where I have no dysphoria, I have no uncomfortability.
You were born
with my
Shane,
body.
you will die Shane,
Yeah.
you will live Shane. Courtney is an act.
More than an act.
Your
She's
alter
definitely,
ego.
She's part of my gender expression.
Okay, yeah.
So I used to think that Courtney was just an act, because it used to feel like there was something wrong with like admitting that you enjoy dressing as a woman, and now I'm like, oh, actually, I really love it.
Xianjie is pondering his dinner attire.
Andrew, I'm trying to work out whether I should A, get into drag for dinner, or B, put someone else in drag.
I'll drag up for dinner. Yes! 100%. Wait, what are you putting on?
So I put glue stick on your eyebrows, like so.
Is that to glue other eyebrows on?
It's to cover over his eyebrows, and then we paint on new ones that are higher.
What? No.
Yeah, and what we want you to do as we're going through this process is also think about your character, who you're going to become.
Okay,
Very
we need
good
to think
point.
you think of a name.
And try not to make
So
it...
I think this is the voice I'm going to go with tonight.
I like that, that's very nice.
Yes, darling.
You know how India said that she was afraid of drag queens? This will be the kind of drag queen she is afraid of.
Oh no.
You're going to give her some sort of
Right, hold on,
dragophobia.
come on, we need a drag queen name.
I want it to be PC for Anne's
yeah.
benefit, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is already going to scare her off enough.
Yeah. All right, Bob. Betty.
Betty Swallocks.
Betty Swallocks.
Betty Swallocks. I have to be
Swallocks mean?
Sweaty
Sweaty
Bollocks.
bollocks. Betty Swallocks. Betty Swallocks.
Please welcome to the stage, Betty Swallocks. Where's my hairspray? Oh, here it is.
Oh. Who's this? Who's this? All right. What was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, India was just like, oh, I haven't got a problem with it, but I've just got a phobia, so just don't. So as long as he's not like in my face, it'd be fine.
Okay.
So.
No, I won't be. I'm not taking the. This isn't me taking the piss, though.
No, I know.
That's the thing. What I'm trying to do here.
No, but she doesn't think that. She's just got a phobia.
Well, what I'm attempting to do is educate myself. Because do you know when your missus goes out, and you see her before she goes out?
Yeah.
And she spent 3 hours getting ready. Do you know what he's trying to do? He's just trying to.
Break barriers.
Yeah, that's it.
You look gorgeous, though.
Mate, don't, because John Barnes has already asked me to keep the wig on and makeup on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to tear off 3 strips and stick it up here first? Because it's kind of difficult to tear.
Right. Okay. No looking now.
Not looking. Okay. I'm not looking.
Right, so, popping them up.
Yeah.
Do you have to do it in one motion?
Nah, just as long as they're both up there. And then you kind of like grab your...
Okay.
Okay, the boys up there.
Balls are up.
Okay.
Balls are up, right, now, got it.
Now keep them up there with one hand. Have you got the other tape?
Yeah.
Get the other tape in your hand.
Yeah.
And start binding from the bottom, binding up the way to the top.
Okay.
It
hurts.
What'd you do?
Dude, it looks like a tied up pork joint.
Perfect. Oh, look, this is taking.
Okay.
You're just doing your penis, not your forearm,
This
right?
is ridiculous. My dick looks really strange, you know. Is it meant to?
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, the better you get at it, the more like a sausage it will
Like I
look.
could play baseball. Oh, my arse cheeks are stuck together.
Yeah, that happens too.
Right, do you want to look?
Sure.
Right, come and get a peek.
That's perfect.
Jen.
Fellow housemates, please welcome to the stage, Betty
Wallace.
Wallace.
How mad is that? That is a transformation.
Come on in this house.
You have done an unbelievable job. You really have.
We're going to see more.
No, do you know what?
Look at me, you love shaving, bless you.
I've just been sat there getting done for like 2.5 hours. I've got so much respect for you girls now. I shit you not.
You mean...
He's glued your
He's
eyebrows
glued my
back.
eyebrows.
So
No, he's
brilliant.
glued them completely. And
7 kinds of adhesive working in tandem.
Can you reuse those, or are they...
Oh, this is just glitter.
So
you
it
can't
goes,
reuse
it has
it.
to wash off.
Yeah,
So
wash
is it
this off.
sticked on?
most of it will wake up on John's face tomorrow, I think. Might wake up on somewhere else, I might know.
Betty, can I have a look? That's amazing. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay.
When I was sat there, I was just inquisitive. When I saw Courtney, I was like, pow!
Jenek is in the storeroom with his fierce new drag protege, Betty.
Oh my God, darling. I look amazing. I'm a belle of the ball.
You turn around, you're like, oh my God, I look fabulous.
Do you know if I stay in this tonight,
Yeah.
India's not going to partake in anything. But I do appreciate it, and I wanted to keep it on, but I also want to make India feel included.
Right.
And if she's got a problem with it, for right or for wrong, for her, for whatever it is, I'd rather not have it on.
All right.
Yeah? So I'm going to take it off and be a
All
gent.
right. It might hurt if you pull it off quickly, but I feel like... Do you want me to yank it?
Right. 1.
Is it off? 2.
Look at all that hair! My ass is burning! Oh my God! What is that?
Daniel has got a revelation for Courtney.
Well, I can remember looking at you like when we first come in thinking, fuck.
Who's this cheeky
I
little
don't think I had the conversation with you that you was a drag, yeah. So I think when I first come in, I was like, fucking look at this sort. And then in the morning, remember we were the first people that saw each
Yeah,
other, you went,
I sat up.
Morning, I went,
I did exactly the same thing. I
was like, I could have fucked it.
Is that the first time you slept in a room full of men and not had sex with them? Wait, how many straight guys have you have gone?
Here's the thing. I've legitimately never had sex with a straight guy and not told him.
Have you had straight guys go, look, I want to, but don't tell anyone?
Oh, yes. This boy that I dated ended up dating for 6 months. He'd only been with girls. He still has only been with girls. It's not like I was a stepping stone to being gay.
You know, I fancied you when you first come in.
Thank you for your honesty.
Fuck, I fancied you when you walked on that fucking stage tonight.
Fuck me, I fancied him. I kind of want you to make me up so I can have a well-good wank.
That's what I said to him.
I did. I mean, it didn't work because it was strapped to my bumhole.
I walked into the bathroom.
What's going on? It's
I just rolled up and down against the bathtub.
I walked into the bathroom and found Andrew in the mirror just like...
In feminism.
Like, if I hold a door open for a woman and she's a very strong feminist and she gets offended by it, that's a negative thing. I'm doing a positive thing and they're taking it negatively.
Well, I think the reason why, like, opening a door, offering to pay for dinner, it can be offensive to women is because by a man paying for dinner, it emasculates, if you will, the woman.
How the fuck does it work in the gay community? Because everyone's like, I'll pay.
No.
The top pays. No, that's not true. No, but that's the
Well, there has to be some
thing.
incentive to take a dick up your ass.
Oh, there's an incentive.
Got a cosy on.
It's not the warmest, but it's not cold. So this is the first for me. Right, because I've never been in a hot tub with Johnny Mitchell from Love Island.
Could we all?
Everyone
just
fart
take
on the count of 3. Oh, wait, have you not? I only have, like, hand on heart, I pissed in the pool. Can you not see the yellow sort of cloud around me?
I can see the yellow cloud. You fucker.
I'm colourblind, but I can feel it.
Am I the only one who hasn't kissed?
No, you have. You've just got inside your own arse.
Your dick's taped to your arsehole. If you pissed, you piss in your arsehole.
At least it did a clean one.
That's heavy, bro. That's heavy. Guys, I can't believe I've just seen a drag queen ringing out to her tits in a pool.
That's the drag queen hot tub version of a mic drop.
Tit drain.
The only thing...
Just keep the door open like that. Just get blowing.
Why are we doing it in here?
Shh, Johnny, come here. Johnny, I need you to come and blow some of these up. We're just making condom balloons. I just want to fuck with people, man. But you know, John sleeps a bit funny. But you sleep a bit, like, all right. Are you all right to swap with me tonight?
You want me to jump in with John, yeah?
Yeah, is that all right? Me to swap with Dan?
Yeah.
So you're all right with swap beds?
All right.
I got a shit night's sleep last night. Do you think I've got a good blowing technique? Go on.
You've got a good blowing technique.
Thanks, mate.
Courtney, you wouldn't want anyone near the house.
Courtney's the sexy one that you'd want to be at your hotel room when you come back from the eviction.
Speak for yourself, speak for yourself. If you had a son who brought home Courtney, I think you'd be having a few words with him.
Oh, dear. I straddle different worlds.
You straddle multiple worlds.
And that was not meant to be an innuendo whatsoever. I straddle the gender divide. And I do feel like that sometimes in a way that I do, whilst I'm not a woman as Courtney, I do feel that I have a unique experience in how people perceive me because, especially with straight men, because all of the boys said one by one when they came down the stairs that they were like, oh, you know, who's this kind of thing. And it's just fascinating to see how straight men interact with me as Shane and as Courtney and how they do treat me quite differently.
Well, they will treat men and women differently anyway.
Yeah. No, but I don't think most people...
men treat men differently from women, always.
Yeah. Do you feel like I treat Courtney differently and to Shane?
You're more flirtatious. Like, I think that... No, I think that understandable so. You know, you're a young, virile man with sexual desires and Courtney is aesthetically a... tarty, attractive.
You've said it, yeah.
She's tarty.
Yeah.
I think in Americanese, Courtney is a tramp. Yeah.
Courtney and Andrew can't keep their hands to themselves.
Wait, oh, no. You have to do the tongue thing, right? No, do the...
Sorry.
Get this right. It's that. Right? Okay, and then...
Secret
romance.
romance.
Fuck, that kills me.
Non-secret romance.
Non-secret,
handshake.
romance. Secret handshake. I like that. Can we show Anne our secret handshake? Anne, check it.
Do you think she'll appreciate it?
Is getting some Courtney time in the garden.
Oh, Johnny.
Hey, don't fuck without me watching, yeah?
You've already made it clear, Andrew.
That was to you, Johnny, by the way.
I'm a slut, mate. You watch Love Island. He's getting it. I reckon you break his walls down a little bit, metaphorically, not physically. You might get something, you know.
Obviously, like, I think Andrew's cute.
Andrew is... I'll tell you what, when I came in here, I saw Dapper Laughs coming down the stairs and I thought, no one's going to bet that, and he's... I actually think he's on par with Dan, to be fair.
And also, he's... I mean, and alcohol might play a big part. He's really willing to, like...
The mutual flirtation.
Yeah.
Andrew is talking to Big Brother about his favourite housemate.
I think I've gelled better with someone like Shane J. As insightful as he is, he's such a character as well, and he's got some, he's got a good sense of humour. So yeah, Shane J is my boy. I've got gay friends, but I never thought I'd be close to someone who was so openly gay, and was so open about speaking about his experiences.
Andrew, what's your relationship like with Courtney?
Oh, Courtney's fit, you know. There's going to be people watching this going, what? Courtney's hot. And Courtney's a little bit of a minx. But we have some good chats as well. Not taking anything away from Shane. Shane, a good-looking lad, but when you've had a couple of beers and that, and you see Courtney, and you're just like, oof, wow. Big brother, you need to stop giving me alcohol when I'm around Courtney, though, because you never know.
You mentioned something about a threesome, and I really wanted to hear about that.
I did live with three for
It wasn't a threesome, it was a three-way relationship.
Well, you better sit down.
Oh. Would you mind?
No, I don't mind. I mean, I've told everything about my life.
I remember you said important.
It was important, yeah,
That's what
very.
I'm really intrigued about.
I really don't know what I am, if I am anything. Quite often, it is just based on love and affection.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't given any rules, we would all do all sorts of different things.
Of course we would.
And find better ways, maybe,
to do things.
to live.
Yes.
That's my theory.
I could not agree more, Amanda.
All I can say. I can't say any more than that. And so you have to just obey your heart, and it's not
and
some
your head.
fling
Follow
and
your
thing.
heart and your head.
And those people all become great building blocks in your little life.
I agree. Would you say that was significant in you determining or coming to terms with your sexuality?
No, I've never known what I was, darling.
Okay.
I am who my relationship is.
Yeah.
I cannot.
You're in love with a person and not their gender.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
That's really powerful, though, as well, in such a way by which you can stand up and say that and say...
But I've always felt it.
Yeah, that's amazing, though. Because time told you not to do that. At the time, it was almost a wrong thing to do, and you just went, do you know what? Stuff, yeah, I like this person.
I didn't do that. I didn't know how to do anything else. You have to follow your tickers, I'm afraid, you know. And look how lucky I've been. Look what's happened. Get married at 79.
Did you get married at 79?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Come on, what do you want out of it all?
I'd like a woman who gives as good as she gets in terms of, like, you know,
I know a woman just like that.
You. Booyah. Wait, no, what are we doing? There we go.
Like all good pals, she and Jay and Andrew are about to have a bath together.
Have you seen this? Oh my god!
Oh, Charlie! That little bum is the cutest little bum I have ever seen in my whole life.
Are you getting in? Is it hot?
It's hot, but there's not much.
Oh, here we go. It's good. It's good.
Oh, I wish I
Well,
got...
it's not hot. It's quite warm.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
That's not the stove.
Oh, I dropped the soap. I must pick it up. I wouldn't be very good in prison. I wouldn't.
You really would
No.
You're too pretty to go
I'd
to prison.
have to use liquid soap. Ah. You can shave my feet for me if you want.
Your feet?
Yeah.
Shave your feet?
Yeah.
Why?
Otherwise I look like a hobbit.
My mate's in the bath with a drag queen. And he's shaving his feet, but I think it's alright. He's happy with his sexuality. He's a bit gay. I'm just a mate keeping out of the way.
This is Big Brother, where Daniel comes to the diary room.
Oh. My eyeballs have more hair on them than your legs.
They actually really do have more.
Oh. My foot just went somewhere.
It's alright. I didn't feel it.
I'm not surprised.
And Jay is talking about bath time buddy Andrew.
Andrew and I had a bath at his suggestion. Not sure why, but I didn't say no. For me, there is no sexual tension, which I feel, most people would wonder about. Myself being a homosexual man and him being a heterosexual man of a very open variety. I obviously think Andrew is handsome and a lovely person. I also just like being friends with him. I'm more just enjoying like the mateship, the kinship, the brotherhood.
That was my
Listen here. Wait, come here. Come here. Come here.
I've got a theory, you two.
I've got a theory that you two are going to be the first couple to kiss.
No, wait.
Can we kiss?
Go on.
Wait, you guys. Oh my God, wait. Come on. Make out.
You go, we go.
Oh my God. You're following me. I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. Who the fuck has their knee in my ass? Who did it? My arm.
Sorry.
You guys are a bunch of fucking jerks.
Oh my God, what myself.
That was too funny.
You guys, you go, we go.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Ready?
Come on, Ashley.
Me in the middle. I'm the
Ashley.
ref. When my hands,
No, I'd rather be with you.
when my hands go
You two
down.
make out.
When my
Ashley,
hands go down.
Marika,
Stop.
make out with Ashley.
No.
Do it.
When my hands go
Make
down.
out with me.
Stop it. When my hands go down. It's you two. Ready? Do it.
Ashley. Let's go. Oh my God, Ashley, you okay?
You're just caressing and caressing.
Her grandma is watching. She's scared because.
Oh my gosh.
You're the same age as my grandma.
She gotta say what to her grandma. She said what?
Nothing, you don't want to know.
It's really
Tuck your tag in, you're embarrassing yourself. No, I was tucking your tag in.
Again, you're embarrassing yourself.
I've lost mine. I've lost my thing, my chapstick. Do you mind if I? Thank you.
Look, she just scared of me. It's okay.
I'm not scared.
That's funny.
You've been taking me on a date.
Shane J is dragging Malika through his feelings for Andrew.
I just don't think. I think he likes girls,
I think so too.
and I think whilst Courtney is an attractive girl, he also is intellectually aware that she's not.
Yeah, but he didn't kiss Courtney last night. He kissed Shane.
But lads do that sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. And I think as well, you were I think you said last night, it was kind of like, if he kissed you, would you kiss back kind of thing? I was like, yeah, of course.
Right.
But I'm not living with that expectation at all.
Right. You're you're not going to be disappointed if it never happens.
No, I just enjoy having fun and having a friend and having a partner in crime in here. It's
Right.
just fun.
Yeah. No, I can tell you guys are close like that, and that's cool.
I don't want to be like the the creepy unrequited love friend.
Right. You're like,
Who's
I'm secretly obsessed with you.
Yeah, the puppy dog who's like,
Right.
Do you like me? Do you love me? Do you need me?
yeah. I did too much of that in my 20s.
Oh my God, I remember being that stupid.
Like I acknowledge like all the great things about him and appreciate his personality and the bond or the vibe that we have, but like I'm also like
Right. You're not waiting for the ball to drop in either direction.
no. I'd rather just have fun.
Right.
For now, for the moment.
Andrew is getting handsy with Malika.
It's not your first rodeo.
You know it. I don't think I've ever massaged such beautiful hands, though.
You're so silly.
No, you have got nice hands.
The second romance is starting.
The second, I think the second's him and him
I know, I'm
and
having a
Shane.
romance with everyone. You should have seen what me and Dan were doing last night. What?
Was one of your requests to the women to allow you to massage their hands?
No, I'm not even. This isn't even a thing. This is just me. I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have asked permission.
Consent is sexy.
Yes, it is. I don't think I needed to get consent. Look at the smile.
I'm happy.
There we go.
Andrew is courting Courtney.
Oh, Shane, where's Shane? Where's Shane J? I wanted to show Shane J this new hottie.
You don't care which one he is.
This new hottie we've got. Well, not new, but this hottie. This Courtney. This hottie we got, yeah.
This hottie.
Shane would love you.
Yeah, he would.
You're probably not his type, though.
No.
Are you happy with your hair?
Yeah, I like this. I feel like a little bit like Rhythm Nation, a little bit.
You look like
Ambition. And the winner, based on her Friday night first live eviction, fingernails.
Let's have a look.
It's just the fact that they're like the attention to detail, you know?
Let's have a look. Oh, I say. There you go.
Thanks.
They're sweet, though.
They are.
They're proper back scratch nails.
Yeah. If you play your cards right later, I'll give you a little scratchy scratch.
That's what I'm hoping.
It's been great, guys. See you later.
Take
You're
care,
not being
mate.
evicted, Paul.
Been good knowing you.
He loves the drama of it all.
He doesn't know.
He's really like getting himself sucked into it too.
No, totally.
Hanging around with boys is the worst because I blame Anne Widdecombe's, not all of Anne Widdecombe's disapproval. I blame most of that on my skirt falling off on the first night and the size.
I mean, if she stayed up after hours and she was in here at 3 in the morning,
she
having
wouldn't
some of
think
the
Shane was somebody
conversations-
that she wanted to be her grandson then, would she?
Oh, God, no. Or did she say she wanted you as a grandson?
Yes, she said. Well, she didn't say she wanted me as a grandson. She said that she's the kind of boy you'd like your grandson to be. He's the.
Oh, well, that's a really nice thing to say. Isn't it?
She has this real disdain for
No one
Courtney,
told
though.
me I'm the kind of girl you want your son to marry.
Malika, you're the sort of girl that I'd want to marry.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
You're the kind of girl I'd want to marry too, Malika.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what, you guys? We could just make this a 3-way marriage and
We
call it a
could.
day.
There's something for everyone.
I'm okay with that.
I feel like Sharon Stone.
You like Lady Gaga.
Courtney is eyeing up the future.
What do you think is going to happen over the next 3 weeks? Like, are there going to be fights?
No, I think people are going to start grouping off, though.
All I'm hoping for is just to keep my head together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, will we like have a fight?
No.
Okay, good.
No, there's only one place I'll put my fist, darling.
It's around my. Oh.
Yeah, that's the sound you'll make as well.
I think Ashy Wine is not happening.
There's no
This is real
relationship there. Look at it. What has happened so far for anyone to think there's a relationship?
They cuddle on the sofa.
There ain't.
They're
That's not a
cuddling.
relationship.
And
No, they're hand
and I've seen
holding.
him, he's
Do they
had,
even talk?
Ain't a relationship.
he's had a semi on a few occasions, I've seen.
Mate, that's just his dick. He's hung. Right?
Would you link with Courtney?
To win this?
I know the cameras are here.
Not to win this.
No, like this
Because
isn't
you
even.
have
No, like,
genuine.
My God, how come I've been put on the spot?
Don't use me as an object.
It's a good job we got Courtney because we've got some eye candy, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? Courtney's fit, man.
Here he is. Love that.
No, but you know what I mean. It's funny because when Courtney is Courtney, like, and she's out, it's just it's fucking not like that. It's not. I'm not saying I fancy.
Want me to give you a few minutes?
I'm saying in general, like, it's just like we've got a girl with us now, so it's all right. We just have to get drunk.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that.
Courtney is the best of both worlds because she's got the banter of a lad, like in Shane, and then she looks like a hottie.
Fucking jokes.
Yeah, man, it's funny. Oh, Jess just got catty then because I walked in and just went, oh my God, did you hear that announcement anthem that we just got told to stop?
Oh yeah, she was telling a story.
Yeah, I know.
She's so sweet.
She is.
Is this what our fight's going to be over? Not now.
Our fight, man, your fight.
Yeah, like our first disillusionment in the house, like where we like fall out and then we realise that we can't live without each other. And then we.
Courtney, we ain't gonna fall out. Courtney's actually grabbing my ass, whereas I'm pretending to. This is for real.
You know I'm watching these two.
Something's gonna happen. Let's go for a cigarette.
Behave now.
Maggie, I wouldn't do anything you wouldn't do.
Well, that's what she's worried about.
No.
I know.
Clip clop.
Ooh, you're right there. Where are you sneaking off to?
No, we don't want to interrupt the story.
Can't wear your chain.
That's cute, sure, man.
But I do think when Courtney's Courtney, Andrew just forgets.
He forgets. No, I just don't want to get into like a fucking bitchy mail fest.
Do you have something to bitch about?
No, not at all. But I don't want it to sort of come around personally, like.
You're speaking in riddles.
Anyway, can't feel like a out-and-out winner at the moment.
No.
I can see some strong candidates.
Yeah. You know what I can't do is I can't work out who's going to go next.
No, I can't.
I can't see any sort of natural progression.
No. I feel like I'm on the outskirts of it a bit. In terms of like, yeah, of course, I feel like that. In terms of like, I've never conformed to the group mentality. I've always been quite good at getting on with like smaller groups of people.
I've always been a floater. What were Batman and Robin? A something duo? Dynamic duo?
Dynamic duo, yeah.
I think the good thing about being in a dynamic duo
Me and
is
you are Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
You're definitely Batman.
Aww.
Yeah, you're the showstopper. I'm just the ugly kid with the shit mask on, the shit costume.
I do have a good costume.
Courtney and Andrew have been talking for over an hour.
In my opinion, to be a celebrity, you need to have a talent. I don't have a talent. John Barnes has a talent. He was a footballer.
I think there's many
Dapper Lass is a comedian.
And the garden chat hasn't gone unnoticed.
But it might happen, John. You know, people don't know.
Of course it will.
Yeah.
I think it will.
And I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, but Andrew doesn't know it yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Shane
He's the
knows
only
it.
one that doesn't know.
He's the only one that doesn't know it. I'm
But
telling
I
you.
don't think he would be averse.
But you know what? I don't think we should point it out because obviously it's a big step for Andrew.
Yeah, so don't. Yeah.
Do you think they actually have a connection?
They got a connection, 100%.
100%.
Oh, man, I've been out there. They got a connection there.
100% they do.
There's a connection there.
Kim Kardashian is, you know, a celebrity with...
The talent is definitely not sucking dick. I'm not gonna lie, that video did nothing for me.
I haven't seen the video.
Oh, come off.
But I did watch the Paris Hilton sex tape with Paris Hilton.
One Night in Paris.
With Paris Hilton.
Fuck off. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How have you not said this yet? You watched Paris Hilton's own sex tape. You were with Paris Hilton.
With her. We were in Melbourne.
What?
We'd been hanging out. It was 2003 because I was on Idol, and my friend Rob and I went to the Opera House for the premiere of Matrix the movie. And I was like, can we get a photo with the Hilton sisters? And she was like, sure. So we went in, I chatted to Nikki. We ended up hanging out a bunch of times, and we were in Melbourne, and we did not bang. We made out, but we didn't bang.
You and Paris made out?
Yeah.
You've made out with Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Fuck me. As Courtney or as Shane?
As Courtney.
Right. That...
Oh, let's cover that.
Wait. No, there's not. No. Right, no, we'll do this. Right? Right, what happened?
Look at those
The
two.
book-
Sorry, Bart.
Oh, they doing that. They doing that to play around, y'all. They doing that to play around.
Yes.
Oh.
My girl.
Now they're all like, oh. Like, no, that's not what happened.
Andrew's doing it to play around. Sean's under there getting serious, I'm telling you.
That clearly looked completely guilty. Wow.
Look at me, I'm falling. Look at me, I'm falling.
So be careful. It's not.
Courtney is giving housemates a scoop on what happened with Andrew.
You know what's really funny is I was telling him a story about someone in the public eye, and I was like using hand gestures to tell him what happened.
You had him?
And then as I put the thing down, I saw all of you like, oh! But there was no funny business. I would tell you if there was funny business.
Oh, we see funny business.
Oh,
don't
there's
worry.
gonna be funny business.
We see funny business with
I think the
Shayna.
only person that knows it is you.
It's called the long game.
The long game.
Only shit smart bitches know.
We see the long game with
God.
Shane and Courtney.
The long game.
It's longer with Shane.
For Malika, it's all in the eyes.
There's this look that we all kind of have in our eyes when we look at someone. It's different. It's special. Shane/Courtney, I personally think is the only one that is aware of it. And I don't see it completely, but I see it like that much. And I think a little bit can go a long way.
Courtney is marking her territory.
Look, I just met my friend's Cocker Spaniel. Dude, she just licked me.
What, your face?
Literally licked me.
Like, we were having this conversation later, we were saying that you're pretty oblivious, bro.
Nah, man, nah.
You're in denial, bro.
I'm not.
You're in major denial.
Listen, Courtney/Shane knows, man. Right, we're mates.
No, you don't know shit.
What? Are you serious? Because I feel like that's the thing, though. Like for me, Shane/Courtney. Let's call her Shane for the
Shortney.
Shortney. And so Shane knows what's going on, right? I am comfortable in myself, by which I can have a friendship with a drag queen, a gay drag queen, and it's not an issue for me.
And that's what we're saying. We're saying you're very comfortable with your sexuality, that you're fucking oblivious to what's going on. Bro. Shortney's on it. Trust me.
I don't agree.
I think Courtney fancies Andrew. But if you watch, when Courtney is Shane, Andrew don't fancy Shane. So they'd just be pals, you know what I mean? Yeah, what's going on? You're all right, you're all right. As soon as Shane becomes Courtney, it goes from you're all right to you're all right. So I reckon Andrew would get a snog, maybe handjob max, but I don't think it'll go any further than that.
J and Andrew are dissecting their relationship.
I've told Big Brother and I've told everybody else, I'm like, we're having fun and being friends. I'm like, I know it's just so sweet. I'm like, yeah, we're just like...
Normal people.
Normal people having good times.
Yeah.
And even, it's funny, because John, I think, last night was like, had your back in a way, where he was like, listen, something like, you be careful with that boy. He's like, you know what you're doing. He doesn't. And I'm like,
me?
Yeah, like as in like...
Like I'm young, naive, innocent.
Yeah.
And you're predatory.
Not so much. Maybe more
you
just
take
that,
advantage
like...
of my drunken state when Courtney's around.
But it's like, there's no funny business going on, so it's not like there's actually anything going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I said to them, like, why can't a gay boy and a straight boy just be friends and have a good time? Why does it need to be a further implication?
Exactly.
Look how organised your cupboard is.
What?
Ah.
I'm so OCD when it comes to shit like this, you know.
Okay, all bets are off.
Why?
I just fell in love.
Nice.
But it's like that thing where, I think like last night Malik was like, do you fancy him? I'm like, yeah, but not like that.
And I know that.
Which I think like when someone is like that, you can feel it, and then you're like,
And if you, Shane, if you do fancy me, that doesn't change how I feel about our friendship. It doesn't freak me
and
out.
if you fancy Courtney, it doesn't change how I feel about our friendship.
Well, Courtney is a bit of a sort, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it's all good.
Yeah.
Listen, nothing like you're my boy, right? That's it. And I have complete admiration for you. For me, I'm mates with Shane. When Courtney comes out, I'm like, pow! Shane just got hot. You know, that's it. I think that's what for me, I'm getting out of this. Doesn't matter your gender, your race, your sexuality,
your age.
Or your age. You're a person. And if you're a nice person, then you're a nice person. If you're not, then you're just a knob. But yeah, give me a hug. I don't want anyone to...
Oh, my ankles. Oh.
Are you okay there, Skellig?
Yeah, no worries.
It's all good, all right? And yeah, we'll just carry on having a good laugh and letting people think what they want to think.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Let them eat cake.
Here, here.
We're sort of
What
going...
are we hanging on for, love?
Because we're just doing this. It's just get a bit too confusing. Just because...
Well, it's because we didn't put it in an order of breakfast, lunch, dinner and supper, did we? All right, if you've got a method, I'm not going to join in. I wouldn't have done it that way at all.
No. Or broccoli.
But then people take over, don't they?
Sure, we've got 50 minutes.
No heights, you have 10 minutes to complete your
10 minutes.
shopping list.
Okay, right, let's get cracking.
We haven't done drinks. We must do drinks now. All right? Can I advise you to do drinks now? All right?
I understand, and the less people talk to me, the easier it will be. I've got it under control.
Good. Write down fruit.
Yes, that's what I'm literally doing.
Good.
Bananas loose. What is 1 pack of bananas?
I'm so used to being in control of dancers and everything. It's so hard to take a back seat, isn't it?
26, 31, 36,
47. Go on, shut up.
You're so annoying, Ryan. I can just hear you in my ear. Adding up wrong numbers. Right, we're done.
Bravo, boys.
Andrew's got Shane on the brain.
Do you know what really sort of touched Shane? You. Naughty. Do you know what really touched Shane? Was the talent show. And when he was up there performing as Courtney and singing, he liked how the women were, and they were like, oh, like this. But then he looked over to the boys and we were like, yeah, go on. And I don't think he's ever had that. And I think that touched him more. The fact that we're like, yeah, you're just one of the fucking lads. You're wearing fucking 6-inch heels, bum implants, fake tits, and a face full of makeup and a wig, but you're one of the lads. And that's what I like. I like that because, you know, as worldly and experienced as Shane is, there's still things that he hasn't had.
Yeah, and I think maybe he's missed that.
Yeah.
Or missed out on that.
I think maybe he has because guys, even in Australia, I imagine, heterosexual guys, we're not as open about our sexuality in the sense by which we feel it's okay to be friends and flirty with a cross-dresser or with an openly gay man. When you really just get to the bottom of what Shane and Courtney is about, it's about honesty, is about his
yeah, and he's funny as well,
and you know, and his openness, and he's fucking hilarious.
I can see the tension already starting to form and that people will defect and there will be alliances, and it is nice to know that Andrew and I have each other's backs moving forward in this. And Andrew and I had a nice talk. There's been lots of speculation and comment on our friendship, and it was nice to talk to him and just affirm with each other where we stand, which I think is in a pretty similar understanding. We have a friendship that we understand that maybe others on the outside might not understand, and that's fine. Like, it is, I guess, slightly unconventional that a straight guy and a gay guy, and the gay guy who sometimes looks like a pretty lady, can be thick as thieves as we are, without anything more sexual. I don't feel anything sexual from him in the same way that I don't think he feels anything sexual from me. I think I respect that he is heterosexual and attracted to women, and that I have boy parts.
Rachel woman and the rest of her friends.
Rachel the rabble.
That Rachel woman. I'm not talking nominations. But anyway, so what I'm saying... I've gone off her again. I was right on her this morning. I was off her 2 days ago because she doesn't listen to what you're saying.
She's just in there.
She knows all this. I said, well, every time you raise a discussion with me about something I've done, you walk away halfway through my answer.
I thought that was just me.
I said, you are a reporter. When you've got your information, you don't want to know the rest of my answer. You've decided what it is already and you've gone off somewhere else. And I said, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Some of the boys are quizzing Ashley on her feelings for Genuine.
What's been going on with you and G then?
He said that he's obviously like a womanizer, and it just made me think, oh my God, this isn't actually like flirting fun and I need to protect myself. But I'm aware that like it's all in my head and in my insecurity, because what was flirting fun and is only flirting fun, I have now put all of my past
You got some negative
into it, and I'm like, run, run, run,
Yeah.
and that's what I do in my life. Like the moment I go on a date with someone, the moment I like sense anything, I'm like, okay,
Well, maybe
I'm
this
gone.
is a positive experience then, because you've now had the
100%.
opportunity
And then
to...
also, now I'm being that pathetic person that I'm reading into everything.
As somebody who has an understanding of both sides, I would say you're doing yourself a disservice by overthinking the
Yeah,
situation.
of course I am. Of course I am.
I think that you're going too far down the rabbit hole. and
You're
if there's-
thinking too much
Yeah.
into it.
Do you know what I think would really just fix the situation is if you just went to him, look, can we just go back to just being normal and flirting and having fun and just chill out, because I think it's got a bit weird.
Wayne has taken up permanent residence.
There's only a couple of things I've got to change, you know. Whatever they call it.
Water?
What does anybody want?
Just bring as much back
Bring
as
the
you
bottle,
can.
bring the bottle.
Possible.
It's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Mate, look at the size of his hands, man. He's not going to bring one fucking gin and tonic.
Good man, Wayne. Oh my God, Wayne. We thought you'd come back with like
Wayne.
half a can because of your small hands. I think that deserves a round of fucking applause.
Oh! One up the back. Two in the back, I told you. Don't just assume that one hole is for one object. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Oh,
I get it. You want two dicks up your ass at the same time. We get it.
It's got more. It's got more. Look how much he poured. Look how much he poured.
He just made a mockery.
We laughed, we've had good fun, and they were so respectful to me, I couldn't believe it. You see, what I think, if men have a sense of humour, it transcends sex, it transcends everything. I think humour is the key essence of life. And by being with these boys tonight, and for them taking me in, has been rather wonderful.
Wayne's moving in on your territory. Seems. Get off me, Wayne. I'm ashamed.
Because...
Fuck Wayne.
Because he's
I'm ashamed.
Because... Don't go in there yet. Because wait.
He trounced me. It's not like 3.5 million people not watching. Oh, cool, man. That's fucked.
It's fine.
That's assault.
It's cool. That's not assault. This is assault.
You just ripped my panties.
No, get up. Oh, last copy, Kevin. Thank you. We're good, baby.
That's too much. That's too much.
This is Big Brother. Can Shane J stop putting the pillows on top of Andrew?
Communication.
Yeah.
What's happening, biatches?
Hey.
Oh. Oh. So what's today hold? Are you still not with G? Are you not gonna? I'm surprised you're not like spoken about it. Or isn't something you want to speak about?
I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I'm just going to act like normal again. Like, it's really not that deep. And then he's, like, avoiding my gaze.
Who is he? Oh.
What would happen if you just, like, went and sat down next to him on the couch?
I know, I did think about doing that. I was just like...
lean in and...
But then he could be like, get off me, woman.
You never know until you try.
Wish I was brave like that.
Oh God, I was more drunk than I thought last night.
Yeah, me too.
You look like Tinky Winky today, though. You know that, right?
Was Tinky Winky the one that had the handbag?
The purple one.
Yeah.
With the red handbag.
Red handbag?
No, it was the green one had the handbag.
Oh, that's okay. It would have been a green handbag if he was green.
Red handbag.
That doesn't seem very colour coordinated at all.
It wasn't.
It's like dressed for Christmas.
As you know, it is against the rules to discuss nominations.
Oh.
This includes hinting at who you might nominate, or any discussions that could be interpreted as a deliberate attempt to influence nominations.
Oh no. Who's done it?
This rule has been broken.
Me.
You stupid boy.
I don't know.
Yesterday, in a conversation with Shane J and Andrew in the kitchen, Wayne, you said the following about Rachel.
Poking the bear.
I'm not talking about nominations, but anyway. So, I've gone off her again. I was right on her this morning. I was off her 2 days ago because she doesn't listen to what you're saying. Andrew, you said, she's just in there. Wayne, you said, she knows all this. I said, well, every time you raise a discussion with me about something I've done, you walk away halfway through my answer. Shane J, you said, I thought that was just me.
How are you?
Very good.
You were so cute last night.
Was I?
You and G-Turn, yeah. You got but a G-Turn. It was adorable.
The main thing I was worrying about was making sure that the cameras saw that both our hands were up so that there isn't any kind of did they, didn't they scandal.
Did you kiss them?
No, we still haven't kissed.
You've not had a French kiss?
No French kissing yet.
But I do feel like some of her views on certain subjects are outdated. We should all be equal and we should all have the same rights, no matter what your gender, what your sexuality is, what your race is. Negative views on things like that, I ain't got time for them.
Establishing a pecking order.
Look at this guy next to me.
I know, he just looks like he's...
Oh, what you're doing, mate. Oh.
I must improve my bust. I must
improve my bust.
I must
improve my bust. Come on. Give up.
What is that?
I must improve my bust. I must improve my bust. I must. Come on, Dick. Get thick.
Trying to think of what annoying. I certainly don't want to overthink it.
Oh, it's yours.
Little puppy. It's okay, little puppy.
No, not much. Just fucking talking about this nomination victory shit. Sometimes you just have
Ashley's done her makeup.
no, Shane, Courtney's done her makeup. Done Ashley's makeup.
Jeez, she looks amazing.
She's getting dressed up for G. Yeah.
Shows on the road.
Do you know if Courtney didn't have a dick, I'd go to town on that. I'm not gonna lie.
Courtney's hat is appealing to Daniel's one-track mind.
I've never had a fantasy of climbing into a train and banging the fucking drivers.
All aboard! Yeah. One-way ticket to Gay Town.
One-way ticket to exploratory town.
You know, you realise you can't come back from that town, right? That's a one-way ticket.
This is the problem with your fragile heterosexuality.
Shut up, mate.
You think that... No. I've had
I'm potentially going, mate, so let's go.
many straight men who have returned to their masculinity.
Listen,
Heterosexuality.
A couple of years ago...
I'm sorry, it takes a real man to take a dick up her ass.
No, a couple of years ago...
It takes a real man to take a dick up
I
his
didn't
ass.
say you had to take it up your ass, but like...
Can we not go there? This is...
What?
Listen, I'd just like to say cheers and appreciate it.
Guys,
potential
whatever
last night.
happens, we had a fucking good journey.
You know what I'm talking about, didn't you?
You've just drawn it.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
And like, all right, okay, they might be buying that, buying that shit.
I don't think anyone's fucking buying it.
Yeah.
It's just whether the public is, because I'll tell you something.
I think so.
I'll tell you something. Whoever this said person is, maybe we have different people. That might get them through to the final, but I'll tell you what.
You ain't gonna win it.
You ain't gonna win it.
Nope. I've just drawn the letters on that, right? If you go draw the letters on that.
Initials.
Yeah, but
First initial.
First initial.
Oh.
No?
Ooh, okay,
that's
okay,
different.
okay.
Oh, is that different?
I'm the same as him.
Are you actually? I'm different.
Go on, what was yours?
Oh, you put A?
No, no, he didn't.
Fucking A? What can't you fucking read?
Look, can you see it? Can you see what he said?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Look,
yes,
come on.
man, that's... How is that person keeping up this act? From what I've heard to what the person is, I'm like, what? Are you talking about
The voice don't even match up. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but you obviously I ain't.
Maybe
because
if three of us are right, if three of us are saying it, then we must all be saying it.
And I don't live in this country, so...
Oh.
I've heard things.
Yeah, we can't get into it though. Look, we're all from the same circuit.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm glad someone else was seeing through it, do you know what I mean?
Boys, we're like three peas in a pod.
We're like three pieces and come down there and fucking vote for me to my face.
But here's the thing. Do you think about the people you voted for?
Yes.
Right? And are they... Think about how you feel about them.
One of the people that I voted for, I really like. I thought I was doing it for a funny reason. And
Dapper voted for me.
No.
I went. Stop, because you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Not for the first time, Andrew showing a lot of cheek.
Pull the trousers down a bit more.
Most hairy. I'm not. This is not me trying to be. Oh, that's okay.
I need a bit.
Oh, it's on. Oh, Court, you got to rope. No, you got to do it. Do it fast.
Leave them all on.
That's it, and then rip it off.
Hang on, you need to relax your bum.
After you've rubbed it vigorously to warm it up, then you go shh, against the grain.
Are you ready?
No.
Go on.
3, 1, 2. Wait, we got one more. I'll pull it on 3. 1.
She took a fucking time.
Wow.
You haven't taken any hair off. You fucked it up.
It was like fucking gorillas in the mist down there.
What have I just been part of?
History. I feel like I should put it out there to the others that haven't been nominated, just for a little education as to watch your back.
But what are you watching your back? I feel like we shouldn't talk about it.
Because no, this isn't nominations thing. What you need to make sure is you trust the people you hang around with, because you want to know full well that they ain't gonna fuck you over.
But like, what does that even mean?
If you heard the line, keep you
friends close and your enemies closer.
Exactly.
If someone would say to me, would you ever go out with someone that was 48? I'd be like, no way. But in this, and also like, if someone said, would you come in the brother house and have a romance? I'd be like, absolutely not. Or would you date someone in the music industry? Again, absolutely not. So it's like, whatever.
Why weren't you in the music industry?
Why wouldn't I date in the music
yeah.
industry? Because I work in that industry and it's a very insular industry, and I have dated.
It could affect your
someone
work
in the
as well.
industry. Yeah, so it's basically like, and also it was like I was saying to Jess earlier when we were. If you've been around 2 guys, do you really think that if you're in a school with 500 guys, you can get away with anything? Like, if anything, we were the most moral.
Bitches laughing at us. No? Critical? No?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying. Bless.
At the end of the day, this has been a really hair-removing experience.
And at the end of the day, no matter what people can say about any form of gender and sexuality, you guys have really cracked it.
I know. I feel like I'm the butt of these jokes.
I feel like I've got 2 fingers firmly wedged up the sphincter. Not too far, sorry. Too far. Sorry, this is backtrack.
The cheek of you trying to make another joke.
You really balls that one up.
I mean, it was pretty smooth, though.
I'm just worried you guys got yourself into a hairy situation.
I'm concerned about the deforestation of the Amazon.
I think we should just strip this back and go back to the regular.
Look, while we're sitting here waxing lyrical about the situation, I think it's important to acknowledge that earlier today I found Andrew's ring. Actually, Daniel found Andrew's ring. I just wore his ring. I did.
I don't know if you could pull it off again, though.
We're still doing it in your
It must be nice. It must be really nice to know that you found someone that's got your back, sack, and crack.
She's fucking good.
She is. This is why you need to be here.
This is why you need to be here in the DC.
Hot tub.
I know what I heard.
Do you think you will kiss him before the end of the show?
Yeah,
I
that's
would
a good
kiss.
question.
Honestly, I would kiss him. Like, if I was thinking about the show, no, I wouldn't kiss him. But if I was going on my feelings, yes, I would kiss him. But
So you're saying that
I really like. I think.
So what you're saying is you're not being
I'm
yourself.
No, I am being myself.
Are you one for his form?
You're prodding a sleeping bear, Shane.
What I will say is, I came in thinking I didn't. I was like, I am not going to have a romance. I'm not going to have a romance. I don't want that. It's happened, like, to an extent. Obviously, it's not a romance.
It's a romance.
And
It's a romance.
I really think that he's great. And I look at him and I'm like, I just really like him. But I'm also aware that we're in a bubble. So I'm not.
Yeah, we're in a bubble.
I'm not making any.
No, and you're to be fair,
in a bubble.
fuck down. Because you don't know what shit's going to be like when you get out.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm very
I mean, there's like,
conscious.
what, 3,800
However,
between you.
if he kissed me, yes, I would kiss him back.
And you're waiting for him to move.
And sometimes I think, like, I wish that he would kiss me, but I don't want it to get to the stage. Because it's already weird that if just because you kind of fancy someone, it doesn't mean you want to be with them 24/7. So I'm already, apart from you guys, but I'm already conscious of that sometimes I'm like, we've been hugging for a long time and now I'm just going to go to the kitchen and then he'll come to the kitchen and I'm like...
Shall we hug?
Are we going to hug? Do you know what I mean? It is a weird situation, but if we kiss, then yeah, I think like, oh, I can't wait to kiss him, but I don't want it to come once we kiss that we're kissing.
Do you know what? He's probably not smashed it off in 2 weeks. He probably will come when you kiss him.
Wow. Way to reduce everything to an ejaculatory emission.
Because we're the fucking Bruce. It's my speciality.
Nah, but it's
cute.
And I think more than that, I really don't think that if you kissed him in here, that you would be judged in any negative way.
I don't think I would. I just don't want it, for my sake, I don't want us to feel, neither of us to feel pressure that, like, whoa, like... And also, like, Jess asked me today, when you get out, what will it be like? And I was like, to be honest, I think when we get out, I'd have to take it as, like, now you're going to take me on a date. Because we're here, and we're both here, and it's easy to, like, lust or think of things. But when we're out, it's a different game, and it's not... I'm not going to go into like, oh, finally we can hug and not even have to worry that if we're in the same bed that our hands have to be up so that Big Brother knows and can't make out a certain way. But at the same time, I'm like, for all we both know, like I know I'm not playing a game, he might know he's not playing a game, but we're in a game, so I want to know him on the outside to do anything. Exactly. Because he, at the end of the day, like, I'm from the UK, he's from the US, he's going on tour, like, I'm not in it, I don't want anything casual in my life ever. That's it.
Yeah, I think
and I'm in control of my own body. Bottle his
Would
emotions.
you be step grandmother to his grandkids, though?
a lot of people would say, like...
No, that's a serious question.
Yeah, so
right?
a lot, I think with
Because
girls
if something
or
happens
guys,
on the outside, he's got commitments. You need to think about that if something happens.
I want a really big family.
Which you will have.
Wait,
You will have that.
So, if you could say, Ashley, if you can put your pen on paper and that will come true, would I want previous kids? Maybe not. But I also want to adopt. So in my head, it's like, if someone has a family, like, I think that's great.
Same ballpark.
And I love him for
yes,
his
they're all as old as
relationship
you
with his
are,
ex.
but-
I love him for the fact that he's only had one wife.
I think I thought you would.
He has
4 baby mamas, 1 wife.
Yeah. And two,
So it's
I've
like,
seen that video online.
I haven't, but I can't wait to Google.
4 baby mamas and 1 2 girls, 1 cup, 4 baby mamas, 1 wife.
No, so it's like I don't really care. I think if people have history, like, it's easy to say what would you want ideally, but I think he's a nice person.
He is.
And I said to Anne, I was like, Anne, do you approve? Because I thought, well, not that I...
Why would you look for Anne's approval?
No. It's not that I worry about anyone's approval. I'm independent. I'm my own person. I don't need to be with them. I can look at him as a gentleman, then I know that my friends and family... He's so... Like, I just think he's nice, and that's not to say it's anything on the outside, because I'm aware that we're in a bubble, but like, I like...
Andrew thinks he knows the reason why late night chats are a boys only club.
Anne's intimidating. You can't talk to Anne about anything because you will not win. You will not even get your voice heard. Anne intimidates people. Anne intimidates the girls in that room. Therefore, the girls aren't willing to stay out all night because it's a case of, Anne's gone to bed at fucking 9:30. Let's all go to bed.
I do agree with you on that respect, that I think if Anne weren't here, we would have a very different house dynamic.
Yes.
I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
You think that they're all kind of bound down to Anne?
Yeah. Almost as if it's an acceptance. That's what it is. It's an acceptance. They want to be accepted by Anne. And now I feel like I'm the only person in here who hasn't changed for Anne. Quite frankly, for me, Anne's 115.
Well, if I swear in front of Anne, I'll say sorry.
I did say fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
In front of Anne?
Well, when we're in that group, in the circle, Big Brother said something and I was like, fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
I'm worried about saying shit and you're like, fuck me gently with a chainsaw. Okay, so maybe I've got a bit more leeway than I thought.
For me, Anne has so much precedent in this place by which she is held on a pedestal. I don't hold Anne on a pedestal.
It's not a pedestal, though. I think it's a...
You hold her in a different regard to the rest.
It's the difference between admiration and fear.
No, I don't think there's admiration.
I'm scared of her.
No.
I think it's fear.
I'm saying it's fear.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I think you hold her in a different precedent by which you're, not you, but I feel like people are scared to go against what Anne would do. And Jess, I've heard stories about Jess, man, and she sounds like a class act. But she's coming in and she's been so tame. Now, if she wants to win this...
I don't think that's about Anne.
I don't know,
I think that's about her own mind getting the better of her.
No, but once you're in here, you realise that the cameras mean nothing. So you are yourself. And I feel like Jess might be, and Malika and Ashley, and even Rachel are succumbing to the power of Anne Widdecombe. But at the same time, I wish she is.
3, 5, 4, 5.
Do you know where Ashley is?
She's in the diary room.
I think she's in the diary room.
Well, when she comes down from the diary room, can you tell her they'll never switch the lights out until she comes in?
Yeah, sure.
Will do.
Take care. Good night, Anne. Exhibit A.
Oh, you just bitched out, bro.
Exhibit A. Right. If I won tomorrow's task and they brought me to me and Jess to the diary room, I'd be fucking stupid if I sat there and went, do you know what? I don't want to save myself. I want to save Dan. I don't want to save myself. I want to save Anne.
You know
I want
what?
to save John.
You
I
know
want to
what?
save fucking Rachel.
Because you have to choose.
I would be a fucking idiot.
Nah, you wouldn't, bruv.
Why?
If you had to choose someone.
If you're fucking stupid
If I had to choose someone,
why
would I not
fucking
choose?
see it? Then
Why would I not choose myself? You would do it in your situation.
I would not choose myself.
Why? To be saved?
Are you
'Cause
fucking
maybe-
stupid? You not see how this shit works.
Maybe he's saying publicly, if you chose not to save yourself, then
You'd be
people
a
would have more
fucking-
sympathy and
You'd
they
be a
would save
hero.
you.
I
you'd-
disagree.
Well,
See, I
brother,
disagree.
brother, you can do whatever you want. If it was me, if I was in your position, I'd choose someone else. I would.
Nah, man.
Brother, that's your own.
It's
that's
about
it.
regret.
That's your own shit you got to deal with. That's your
Exactly.
own. That's your own shit.
I'm gonna do me, you know.
Oh, you do you.
For them to say, for Johnny to say to me, I should save Daniel, because that's effectively what he's saying is I should save Daniel apart from myself. People in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks.
Housemates are bed swapping.
Mate, it might be the last 48 hours you get to spend with me anyway. Don't think of, just think of it like that.
My big spoon.
My new little spoon. Wang! Wang!
So, what's your predictions for tomorrow night?
Oh, I don't know, but like,
I don't think Anne will go. I think the public love her little, like, you know, and she's like, dirt, 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 and she has a little her little proper outburst. I found that hilarious on the outside.
I am girding my loins for the possibility of Andrew leaving.
Would you be really upset?
Yeah, I would. I don't know, like, we all
Do you
have...
fancy him, or are you just mates?
No, not in a... We're just mates. I mean, obviously, he's handsome and fun and all that, but I think it's more just, like, the camaraderie and the fun and, like...
The banter.
The banter and also, like, the companionship. Like, because we have lots of, like, little, like, one-on-one hangouts, just chatting and just, like...
Yeah, you've become good friends, haven't you?
Yeah.
So the sexy social man ever get real or not? Will our boy Shane ever hit my Drew sweet spot?
Yeah.
Desperate Dan. Desperate Dan. He's a right geezer, so
Andrew.
Wayne needs to get something off his chest.
I don't mind when people call, oh, she's this and she's that. I find it monotonous, but I don't, that's all the fun of it.
Yeah.
And I say she.
I find the sexualized nature of the conversation to be...
Intimidating.
Intimidating and a little just unnecessary.
Uncool.
And it's funny because sometimes I'll banter back, but as what to me feels like a defense mechanism kind of thing.
Well, you're trying to keep in with the boys,
Exactly,
basically,
yeah.
because we're the gay ones.
Yeah.
So you don't want to show that you're not...
The weakness.
A weakness.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not doing it anymore.
I hope I'm not doing that.
No, it's more just
you
like...
do a bit. If it was showbiz, we'd all know when to stop, when to stop.
Yeah.
But so they have a banter, and you join in because it's all banter, but you don't realise every other word is a swear word or a connotation.
A connotation.
We all get drawn into it,
Yeah.
and it gets loud, and we've had a few drinks, and we all go in. I go in as well,
Yeah.
and then suddenly we're going.
We're quite
I'm
deep
thinking,
then.
this is getting a bit too much.
There's a few times.
So, but I think we have to find a little strategy without looking like we're spoil sports.
Yeah.
Go. There you go.
Where should I put it?
There's the... Push it in.
That was probably a lot more suspect than it looked.
I know. Oof, my dick's hurting after that. No, I'm glad I'm not gone, you know.
Me too.
Like, I'm so glad I've not gone.
I was like...
Johnny's been really weird with me tonight. He's constantly like, yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, well done. I'm like, oh, yeah, sound, cheers. Yeah.
I was convinced that, not convinced, but I was like, initially I was like, Andrew won't go. There's no possibility of that. Yeah. And then I was kind of looking when Dapper was out of the mix, and then I was like, well, Maggie's such a favourite. Like, it could be like, and I just didn't know. And then I was like, it is possible, like, that he is going.
Yeah.
And even like last night, I'm like, well, Andrew's going tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, could be going.
No, it could be.
But I'm glad that you're not. There's still more fun to be had.
Oh, mate, like you wouldn't believe. Like, shit's just about to get so much more fun now. So much more fun. It got an eyelash.
Make a wish.
I've got it. Do you know what I wished for the other day?
A little piece of me in you.
Careful. No, do you know what I wished for the other day?
What?
Was that I stayed. And it came true. So, eyelash wishes work. Come on, Ashley. Let's do it.
I just know that there are two people that do not like me.
Everyone sit down.
Yes, we have.
We're going to do this differently now.
That was...
This isn't about you.
No, it's not about me, but if I wanted
you're
it
making
to
it
be...
about you.
If I wanted it to be...
You're making it about you.
If I wanted it to be, could I not make it about me?
But I think the point is it's about time, place and context. And I think in that time and place, I personally don't feel that your comments were appropriate.
But the fact is that if I come out here and people are like going off on one and I think there's a difference of opinion, do I have to keep my mouth shut?
No. We can reassess the situation in the morning.
You know what? I don't give a shit about it enough, but the fact is...
That's the problem.
You cannot judge someone on that.
No, but Ashley's personal perception of the situation is that Anne had been unjust to her.
Is he fucked off?
Yeah, he went to bed.
Uneducated prick, man. He's just played his cards, man. I'm not fucking letting him hold. The fuck was that about? I'm not being diplomatic in my stance anymore because ultimately that was a shit show. And what he just did was ridicule someone for crying, and he knew she was crying because it was fucking obvious. And he's lied and brought someone into it and fought for someone's corner when he didn't actually know anything about that person. That's what I saw from that.
Yes.
I thought this guy was going to be different to what he portrayed on the first TV show he was on, and he is exactly what he portrayed. I feel like the only reason he sided with Anne is because he feels like she's a strong candidate in this. I'm done with him. The guy was a fucking shrew for the first 2 weeks, and now he's found a voice, and it's a voice I don't agree with. For me, Johnny's just played his real cards. That's him.
I should have taken the risk. I think that it was a bit selfish, but so I feel a bit guilty now. But
Fair enough.
That's between you and your own demons, mate. But I feel like you did the right thing.
But the reasons could have been worse. Do you know what I mean? It could have been like he's offensive, or he don't stop joking around, or
he makes me feel belittled. He's misogynistic. He's ugly.
All right, mate.
Sorry, mate. I'll get carried away.
Can I say something controversial? Genuine gets on my tits.
I ain't seen him lift a finger, and he's always the first person to get food.
I just find it so frustrating to try and have a conversation with him, especially in a group. He doesn't understand the concept of stop talking. He doesn't understand the concept of letting somebody else talk. I just find it really frustrating. To be just like in that room then, I found him the most frustrating.
I think G and Ashley are playing a good game now, in some ways. Because I feel like when you go into a situation like that, you can't choose one of them because the other one's there.
I think they have some sort of insurance in a way in that male-female voting format because...
It benefits them.
It definitely benefits them. What do I get if I win this?
Big kiss. You win this, I reckon Dan would probably nosh up.
if you win this, mate, I'll do anything you like.
Andrew and J are discussing the rules of engagement.
You're the least affectionate when in bed. Like, even like now, like snuggled in like this. You go to bed, you roll over, you like...
I know I'm bad. Even if you were a chick who we'd crossed that border of sex, I'm still not like an affectionate person in that way. Like, I'm romantic and I am affectionate, but I like to sleep when I sleep.
Yeah, I like it.
And also, the whole like cuddliness. I mean, like, I've only got boxers on, right? And yeah, if we're cuddling in bed, that's quite intimate.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I wouldn't do that with like friends who are girls of mine.
Yeah, because you're a man.
Because I'm a man, and you know, anything can kickstart an excitement in the lower region in this place.
And
I've got to chop you right now.
So have I. Oh, we both got a semi. Does that equal a whole?
Ah. I feel like a young lad like you would be out sowing his seed.
No, I don't see. I don't pull when I go out.
Why?
Because I
It's
don't.
too much fun.
Yeah, I have too much fun. Like, I always think if you're walking back with someone you've gone out with, you've probably not had as good a night as you could have if you'd stayed out with the boys and the girls and had a good time.
But surely when you're out, there's like a young lady that takes your eye and you...
Yeah, most of the time when I've been out in Chester, I've been out with a girl. Like a girl I've been, like, getting with.
Do girls have one-night stands? I know boys.
Yeah, I know girls. I know, yeah. I've had one-night stands with girls. Who'd say they must have had one-night stands?
Yeah, but like, it's... I feel like it might be more common in my world.
Because think about it, if you've got a guy like me, I could, you know, if I was single, because if I was in a
You could have
relationship,
sex every night of the week, but finding a
basically
woman
I could have sex with a new person every night, maybe twice, maybe 4 times a day if I could, you know. But finding a woman to do that, or multiple women to do that with, is impossible. And I've never been a guy who's been to the gym and had muscles, and six-pack. Like, I was like this for me has always been the tool by which it pulls. Is my humour, is my confidence and stuff. And then I thought, you know what? Like, all my mates are like, oh, how do you do it? How do you do it? I'm like, fuck, just talk to them like they're humans, man. Like, people want to know that they're people. Even the fit ones, even the ones who guys don't think they can get.
Oh my God! Go on, lads.
That was good.
Maybe you can have Shane and Andrew, and then we can spread out a bit in our room because they'll happily share a bed.
Shane and
Andrew. They quite.
Shane and Andrew.
They will share the bed.
In your dream.
Shane, Jay and Andrew can't keep their hands to themselves.
I feel like we're going to get on WWF after this.
Right, getting up. Come on then. Oh!
Stop tripping out!
Oh.
Good job.
Wow. Oh, it's complicated.
You might not support our marriage, Anne, but you have to recognise our love.
Don't be disgusting. If we have to have anybody, we have you, noisy brute.
I'm not telling her anything.
Oh no, you don't like her.
I do. That's the problem. She doesn't like me.
The boys are discussing Anne's disgust.
Earlier, when we were in the kitchen, I was like, oh, come on, Anne, you know, sure you don't agree with two people of the same sex getting married, but, like, what about two people of the same sex in love? And she was like, that's disgusting.
Did she say
through the room.
that?
And
She
I was
said,
just
that's
like,
disgusting. I was mortified. I was like,
yeah, but wow. Some of our grandparents would probably be like
No,
that.
absolutely. It's an age thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but Anne isn't in here to censor herself.
No.
And she's widely known for her views.
she
so
suffers
why would
no fools. She's self-proclaimed, doesn't give a fuck.
I've come to realise over the last few days, little smiles, little winks, little, like when Ashley had on my wig the other day, I know that Anne knew that she wasn't me.
Do you know what? I just think some of you don't get her when she's saying a joke and not.
I didn't get it, and now I do.
Like, for instance, when she survived the nomination, we all thought she was cheering because she thought she was out. She was putting that on.
Was she definitely?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, really?
It's like Anne Widdecombe Inception.
And Anne Widdecombe inside, and Anne Widdecombe
50
inside.
Shades of Anne Widdecombe.
Don't.
I think Andrew is playing again.
Daniel's wondering if Andrew and Shane Jay are being straight with each other.
Who's going to out you?
That is also probably Shane J, to be fair. Yeah, I got my homie, bro.
It's okay.
Is he dominating you?
Of course.
Yeah.
In this relationship, I would be the top.
I accept that.
I just need to know, like, from a mate's perspective, I'm mates with both of you. As long as you're both aware it's a friendship, or if you ain't, and there's something more, as long as you're both aware of that, I'm happy.
I'm aware that it's a friendship.
I'm aware it's a friendship.
Good. Because the
And
last
when we-
thing I would want is for one of you
to be hurt by it.
Yeah, because imagine if he's gone through this full battle in his head and then goes to make a move and you're like, psych! I wasn't even thinking about saying that.
Straight all along.
I'm in drag, we're like in a bathroom, I'm just bending over to do up my
Oh.
shoelace. Andrew's like, and I'm like, hey,
We're friends.
psych.
Oh, just as long as you both know.
I know where I stand, and
I know
you
where
know
I
where
stand.
you
Yeah, and we joke.
sit
We
on-
joke. We all joke about it. I joke about it a lot. Just as long as you know who's top and bottom.
The most unrealistic thing about all the gags is when it's about Andrew copping up the butt. And I'm like, that won't happen for at least a week.
But it would.
4 days. I feel like our relationship has probably gone further than G and Ashley's, though. I mean, I've shaved you. You've waxed my arse.
There hasn't been a brush of a spoon, then that's
Hasn't.
not.
Literally nothing at all.
No. Thing is, it was
I've
funny.
had more
You're both
action-
taking it in turns to masturbate after you have a lot of physical contact.
No, it's only when Courtney's around.
It's Courtney. Oh, it's going to be Courtney.
Why can't you just give parts of Courtney to him to take to the loo, like the hair, the bum?
No, just the underwear. That's all I need.
Well, it smells like me, but yeah. This is what Courtney actually smells like. All right, let's stop. Sorry. Fuck.
I don't mind you sexually objectifying Courtney in my presence.
Oh, we like watching you walk away.
Looks
Bam,
like
bam, bam, bam.
What's up? I don't know, them two just are so like, it's...
They're in love.
No, but I mean...
I think they are.
They are in love. I've got the utmost respect for Andrew, especially, that he has no barrier between his ego and his affection for Shane.
For someone he cares. No,
And I
but
love
it's not
that.
even gay man. It's just someone he cares about.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
He cares about him.
There's boys outside this house I love.
Yeah.
And I can see that they love each other.
And Shane, I think you're so right. And do you know when I saw it? The minute he made him up in drag.
Yeah.
After that, the
But you know what
attention
I said there
that
was an
Andrew
openness,
got
for sure.
from Shane just sealed a little loving pact, whether it's straight, gay, whatever it is. The love will be between them probably forever.
Because the perception in here of what we are may be something different to what we think it is. I know you've got stories about you getting with straight guys and all blah, 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 but for me, it's a friendship.
Yeah.
And I admire that. Don't matter that my best mate's a boy and we cotch and we, you know, like, it's Welsh for I don't know if it means cuddle, but a cotch.
You cotch my back, I'll cotch yours.
That's more spooning though, in a way.
Spooning leads to forking, so be careful.
Exactly. But I've got some seriously weird poos at the moment, so you don't want to be doing that.
I'm not going to fork your bum. Mine, however, is a self-cleaning oven.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Things have gone a bit nuts in the living area.
Oh, I burnt my balls once bad with the nair.
For real?
Ooh, left it on like a minute too long, washed it off, and then I was like, I don't know what to do. I was in so much pain, and I was on the phone to my mum like, oh, I burnt myself with feet. Like, what do I put on?
You're not supposed to use it on your bollocks and stuff.
Yeah, it does say don't use it on your genitals, by the way.
What?
Have you done it since?
No.
Absolutely. I just shave.
I just shave my balls now. I clipper everything around. And
What, and then what, cutthroat shave?
No,
just a razor.
like a razor that you use for that?
Yeah, I use that.
A cutthroat razor on your balls.
You don't cut your hair at... Oh. Hey, Ed. How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing well.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Jay are assessing the nominees.
I think Johnny and G are the two more low-key people.
Yeah.
In that, I don't know, like, I guess G's relationship with Ashley people might like that, people might not like that.
One thing that the public tend to do is either love or loathe a couple. Now, the fact that Ashley is being true to herself and being good and being respectful is amazing. But I think some people might see that as she's just sort of playing the game and trying to get far within a relationship type thing. She's a 30-year-old English rose and he's a 47-year-old granddad. And I think that could be a perception of people on the outside.
But I think in some ways that's why I like that she's with Genuine. It's not obvious.
Yes.
He is older and he does have kids, and for me that's the unconventionalness of it is, for me, what makes it important.
Look, I mean, look at us, an unconventional relationship in a for want of a better term, and yeah, it's unconventional.
Andrew and Shane J are getting cheeky in the hot tub.
Ashley, can we ask your permission to show you our bum cheeks 1 second? Because we have done something very creative in this water.
Using the hot tub suction.
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We've got matching hickeys!
You boys are silly. Is it warm?
Yeah. No, but that hurts, man. Should we go in?
Yeah, alright.
Come on then.
Do you have a towel?
Yeah, mine's in the bathroom now. Oh. Dude, it's still knobbly.
It's still really knobbly.
You're still inside. You had a good time in that hot tub, didn't you?
The journey. Hang in there, Lika. You're almost done, and you're a winner regardless. We love you, and we're all very proud of your strength and perseverance. Love.
The living room. Wayne might have had a few drinks.
Do you think Andrew is gay?
No.
Do you think he's bisexual?
I don't even know. You know,
Do you want his body?
Yeah, of course I do.
So how can you sleep beside him all night?
So easily. I think that he is how I wish more men would be. Where he's just...
within the straight world?
Yeah. I think him and I have a very special friendship. I've so often been in situations where I've been puppy dog over a boy. But the thing that I love about him is I feel like in some weird way we're puppy dog over each other.
No. You're on top.
Well, even
top.
better, if you will. And I've never
Do you
had
know why he
that
loves
before.
you? Because he's learning from you. Isn't that lovely?
It's so lovely.
Whether
And that's
it
why I say I
happens
wish
or
more
it
men-
doesn't.
I don't even care about that.
I don't care about that.
I don't care about that.
Are you echoing me?
Are you echoing me?
Yes. I've got to sort this out. Because it's...
Take a pillow.
No. Oh, Brett.
Another chair. Yes, that's a good one.
Excuse me. But do you agree? That's all we need to know.
Yeah. And the thing that I truly do love and respect about him are that we're not just in a club or a bar, we're on television.
Oh, well.
And he is willing to
This
do
is
things.
This is letting the puppy dog off the lead.
Well, he doesn't care.
But he's done it himself.
Yes.
We weren't trying. You weren't trying.
Yeah.
He came to you.
As trite as this might sound, he doesn't care what people think.
He's having a childhood situation of love and everything,
So
and
am I.
realising and come to it that nothing he's ever thought in his life is wrong. Seeing you drag up, and do you know, the first moment of love between you two was when I saw sparkle on his beard. I thought, it's happened. All right?
Especially if it's booked as a student night, I can't play that.
I think the energy is completely different simply because Ashley she's got to search elsewhere for her connections, and therefore like Jess and Malika and Ashley and I were all having girl talk in the bedroom.
like
that's never happened
girl
before.
sleepover. My thoughts on Ashley have gone from almost rock bottom, to be fair. When I first came in here, I thought she was being false, and since then she's only gone up. And I really like Ashley. I didn't think I would, and I really do, and I admit when I'm wrong. I think out of the girls now, I think Ashley's my number one. I've said this all night. I think she is my number one. For me, Ashley is the type of girl I want to protect, because I think she's really nice. And she isn't naive by any stretch, but I want to protect her because I feel like she hasn't got a guy to protect her now. She hasn't got a G, you know? And I feel like I need to step up in that sense, in a non-sexual, non-creepy way. You know?
Yeah, and I also think I think that's admirable and honourable of you, but I also think at the same time, and I know you'll agree, but I don't think she needs
a man.
guy
She doesn't
to validate what she thinks.
I agree.
When you look at Ashley, you think like, oh, she looks fit.
Yeah, she is. She is fit.
But when you say to Anne, you look beautiful, it's a different meaning.
Of course it's a different meaning. Of course it is. Like, I'm not attracted to Anne in any way, shape or form. As nice as I think Anne is, she ain't my type. However, Ashley is beautiful, and I'll tell Ashley she's beautiful, and I'll mean it. And I don't mean it in a creepy way, and I know she doesn't think I do. But if I think she needs a hug, I'll give her a hug. And I like Ashley. I do. And I would smash that. I'm not going to, obviously, because I'm a nice guy. I would smash that.
Wow.
See, that's how I bring it down. Bring it back down to earth.
No, it's not that at all. The whole time you would smash that, and that's a fact from the get-go.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just like Genuine walked out the door about.
Oh, no. But I've said I'd smash that for a long time.
Yeah, but you haven't said it for a good 10 days or so. But now you're like, oh, okay, good, let's go, come on. And all of a sudden you decide you love Ashley now, tonight.
Whatever.
This is not me being the jealous girlfriend. I support you and your seed sowing.
Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that.
It's 3 a.m. and the last of the housemates are on their way to bed.
This is Big Brother.
Go to fucking bed.
It's late.
Shane, Jay and Andrew are in the smoking area.
Oh, snuggle buddies.
Except you don't snuggle.
Not in bed, no.
No.
Not in bed. That, for me, that's crossing a boundary.
Shane Jay has been meditating for 14 minutes.
People out there might say, oh, Andrew likes boys, or they might say Shane's in love with Andrew, or they might just see two boys who have this
and you don't think
special
he has any potential for turning?
No, and I
you don't.
I think turning is the wrong word because there's an implication there.
I wouldn't say that he wouldn't give a shot at it if it so occurred. Well, no, but I mean, he'd probably say he wouldn't. But when you see that, I like the openness of exploration.
I do too.
Well, you're talking to the already.
I know.
Preaching to the choir.
I know. It's true.
No, and I think that, like, also, I don't know.
But what I find with him as well is that he's such a kid as well.
Yeah.
And I think you're a bit more mature than he is, actually, for what you want.
I'm also 8 years older as well, so
well,
I'm also more mature.
But he's like a Bambi, you know.
He's like
a bit like a bull into
like a Labrador.
But
he's also very smart, and he has.
Oh no, he has that side. I know that. But he'll just say things off the cuff.
Yes, he will.
You know, without thinking about it.
I'm sure
and
I
then
did.
He'd say, "Oh, I didn't mean that, was I?" But you know, it's fine. He has nothing to lose, really, though, does he?
Well, you know what? I think he does in a way.
Mean it rudely, but
no, I think that I think that in today's society, a young heterosexual man has a lot to lose in that respect, and I really admire him for not giving a about that.
That's what I like,
and leaning into it.
That's what you like as well. Isn't
Yeah,
it? That's what I love about him. He's open-minded and he's free.
Yeah.
And I hope that never gets beaten out of him.
No. He's very good looking, isn't he?
Of course he is.
Beautiful body that man's got.
Well, you melt when he just flicks his eyelashes. He's just so pretty.
They've stayed to talk to Big Brother.
Helps me clear my mind when my mind starts thinking too much about one thing. I find sitting down and meditating helps to reset me.
What have you had to clear your mind about?
I'd be lying if I didn't say, like, my little brain was racing about Andrew and just thinking about, like, our relationship dynamic and one's mind can run away from oneself if one doesn't take a few deep breaths every now and then. I'm not pretending that I have completely neutral feelings towards Andrew, like he's handsome and he's lovely and I'm like, but like obviously like I'm attracted to men and he's attracted to women, and so like there's that sort of one-way street. But I have spent much of my 20s being in unrequited relationships with straight male friends, and I know that that's not healthy for me or for them. And so like with Andrew, what I'm really focusing on is valuing the friendship rather than doing what I might have done in my 20s, which would be like running off down the path of possibility.
That I nominate Shane J because I felt that the lewd display of behaviour here the other night brought the entire house into disrepute.
Why are we stuck together?
It was a position that is normally adopted for a sexual purpose.
The term scissor sister might be of service.
Sorry, but there you go.
Thank you, Anne.
Again, with deep regret, because I like him very, very much, and he's been very kind, it's Andrew, who was the second half of the esteemed theatrical performance.
Sorry, Anne. Didn't think you'd seen us.
Your mother and your grandmother almost certainly did.
Would you like some burn cream?
Happy Andrew is with the nominations.
A little bit annoyed at some comments that were said, but you know, it's all gravy. I'm still here, I'm still standing, and you know, I'm just upset by the fact that, well, one of the reasons I'm upset is because Dan, I, Shane and Johnny are all up for eviction, and if one or two of us go, it ain't going to look the same. So, yeah.
You mentioned you're annoyed at some comments that were made. Can you let Big Brother know what they were?
Yeah, I mean, when Anne was giving me the reasons of why she's nominating me, I understand her reasons. They were that Shane J and I were performing what can only be described, in Anne's words, as a lewd sex act. And then, you know, I was having a bit of banter with Anne, and she mentioned the fact that, you know, my mum and grandma are watching, insinuating in my head that she thinks I should be ashamed of some of the things I've said. And I think it was completely out of order that Anne said that, and quite frankly, I think she needs to eat her words. Once again, Anne has shown her true colours, and them colours are not nice colours. And it just highlights the fact of why she's been up for her eviction most of the times. Too long have I treated Anne as if she's righteous, treated Anne as if she's got these amazing morals. She hasn't. Anne is a woman who, if we agreed with her beliefs, we would be going backwards in time. She doesn't agree with gay marriage. She doesn't agree with the woman's right to choose whether she has abortion or not. Now, when you take that into account, you go, she's an evil person in some ways. So for me, my relationship with Anne Widdecombe's over with in some ways. So ultimately, it's a bit shit.
I didn't get a letter last night to say your mum and dad are proud of you, right? And if I had got that letter last night, and Anne would have said that comment, it'd have been water off a duck's back. My mum means more to me than anyone in this world. Any girl I've been with, any girl I will be with, right? Now, I'm going to tell her, and I'm going to tell her straight. I'm not going to mince my words, but I'm not going to be angry about it. But she needs to know, because she can't be throwing out comments like that and not getting a response. Where I'm from, if you brought someone's family into it, you'd wake up in a fucking ambulance, right? That's not me saying I'd do that to someone, but that's what gets done. She can't be throwing around comments like that, thinking they ain't going to impact on anything. For me, we've got 1 week after Friday. I ain't going to be sitting around, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags fucking full to her.
But then you shouldn't do that on account of anyone.
Well, we do though, don't we? We all do it.
But it's not because of Anne, it's because of it.
It's an age thing.
I respect my elders.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I've held it all in.
Handle it how you want to handle it.
Yeah, handle how you want to handle, but I just, my advice is just don't do your own character a disservice because of someone else.
She's probably not even thinking about it. She's probably not even thinking about it now because it's just how she is. You know,
she's a cunt.
She says,
Andrew.
It's an old lady.
Sorry, she's a cunt who's an old lady. There we go.
I would never argue with my elders.
Like, as much as I want to like be a team and have his back and all that sort of stuff. I realised ultimately this is his game, his life, his whatever.
Boss.
And
Yeah.
there's only so much anyone else can do.
Who shoots about the situation? Beat you? Who the fuck says that?
Can we have our one-on-one couples moment in the storeroom?
Yeah?
Nothing really.
Okay.
What are they going in?
There's
a camera in the storeroom. We can't do anything.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. It pissed me off. That's all I'm going to say. It pissed me off. Because she hasn't got a right. When should she earn the right?
Is it the mum and grandma thing?
Yeah, that's it. She hasn't got a right to dictate what she thinks my parents are thinking, what my grandma's thinking, you know? My grandma's a lot wiser and older than she is, and quite frankly, she can stick it up her arse. But she needs to keep her opinions to herself because her opinions are hurting people's feelings. Her opinions are making people feel somewhat sensitive, somewhat worried, like in my sense. And quite frankly, if she hasn't got anything nice to say, she should shut her fucking trap. Alright? She should. If you ain't got anything nice to say, don't say fucking anything. That's what she needs to be told.
What role do you think Anne was playing when she made those comments?
A stuck-up bitch. Everyone's trying to please her.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that
I am done pleasing the bitch.
Well, you don't need to call her a bitch.
I do, she is. I'm done pleasing her. So from now on, she apologises, which I know she's not going to do, or she doesn't apologise. And if she doesn't apologise, then it is done. I ain't going to cook for her, I ain't going to clean for her, and quite frankly, she in this house doesn't exist to me.
I don't believe it's right to call anybody a bitch or a cunt.
Why? I'm not going to get in an argument with anyone about this. This is how I feel. And at the end of the day, what Anna's done is hurt me.
I think that's more to the point.
And bringing all this, and I appreciate you taking me to one side, but having to go outside and listen to half a dozen people tell me how I should feel, how I should approach it, what I should say, what I should do. Quite frankly, everyone can blow it up their arse.
Well, I hope on Friday, I hope we get to stay.
Yeah.
I do.
Great Britain, don't tear us apart.
Please don't do it to us.
Just yet. Give us another week.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you never know what might happen.
No, it's not the nominations that have impacted me. It's the fact that everyone is aware that there's other people that should be up for nomination, but people are now too scared. So what they're doing, they're testing the water. And I know this, I've seen it on game shows before. They've seen Anne survive nomination. They've seen how she is and how she behaves, and they're scared of her in multiple ways. They're scared that she could win this. They're scared that she's going to say something that's going to upset them. They're scared of her. So then they nominate people who they feel should be going up against the public vote. That's fine. That's in their power. That's their right to do that. If you're going to do it, come up with a better reason.
I think you've got caught up in the game.
I'm not fussed about the game.
You are. You keep talking about it.
I'm not fussed about the
But
game.
you keep talking
When I
about
see
it.
people, I see the fakery.
So just be you.
I am being me, but if I ain't being them, I ain't gonna be a f***ing like, oh yeah, you know, oh my god, yeah, oh yeah. That. I ain't been like that in my entire life. I ain't gonna stop being that now. I ain't gonna be that. I ain't gonna be that guy, right? I'm not gonna be that kumbaya, pew braiding that everyone in here wants me to be. I ain't gonna be it. I ain't me.
Let's think about something else. Because the more we go down this rabbit hole...
The more I talk about it, yeah. All right, sound.
And it's, yeah.
Did we just have our first argument?
It's our first fighters.
It's eviction day, and Andrew, Daniel, Johnny and Shane J all face a public vote.
And I'm about to kill him for that.
Who, big brother?
Well, I mean, I feel bad for saying so, but I hope it's Johnny and Dapper, because I don't want to go and I don't want Andrew to go. And you know, better you get hurt than me. I like Johnny and Dapper, but obviously I'm most close with Andrew, so if I stay, I'd like to stay here with him.
And do you know the second coming of Christ and the first coming of the Jewish prophets, right? Or the prophet?
Okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, if someone proclaimed to be Jesus,
Yes.
he'd probably end up in a mental institute these days.
Well, he would now because Jesus has already come. So.
We believe in the second coming, don't we?
Ah, yes, but that's
As
the
a
final judgment.
nation.
That's the final.
That's the
That's the
fourth
final destruction of
apocalypse.
the earth.
Jews don't believe their Messiah has come yet.
No, they don't.
So, but on that, then, if someone proclaimed to be the Jewish Messiah, then he would probably end up in a mental institute.
Well, it
wouldn't
depends whether the Jews accepted that or not.
he? Interesting.
Also, he might have mystic powers and could prove it beyond reasonable doubt.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, David Blaine's done some pretty gnarly stuff, hasn't he? He lived in a box above the Thames for, what was that? Was it 40 days?
That was most peculiar,
How
wasn't
many-
it?
I think that really is peculiar. Why would you want to do that?
Who's been evicted so far? India?
Yeah, Maggie.
Then, was Maggie next?
Rachel.
Rachel. Oh, fuck, I forgot Rachel.
Then Maggie.
John Barnes.
And John. And Genuine.
And Genuine.
And then Johnny. And Dapper.
Oh, how awkward.
I think you fingers crossed anyway. I feel really mean saying that. Then you kind of have to be a bit selfish, don't you?
You have to put on your own oxygen mask before that of a child's. But earlier today I was feeling anxious, not about, like, leaving so much as not being here with everybody, living in this utopian bubble.
Yeah.
And, like, having a mobile phone again and having...
I'm worried about a phone.
Ugh. This ignorance is blissful. That's exactly what...
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm trying to get hands done. That's not it. Right.
Okay.
Yes! Big brother!
I think he's quite a bad influence on Andrew. I think he eggs Andrew on. Jay does sometimes cross a line.
Since yesterday, the viewers have been voting to save. I can now reveal the person with the fewest votes, and first to leave the house tonight is... Andrew. Daniel.
It's been great, man.
Love you, man, bro. Love you, man.
I'll see you in a bit. I love you!
Good luck, guys. I love you.
Flag the tickets and
Show me your hand a second. So this is matching Courtney's
Yeah.
tonight, right? So we have
Representing.
another on the ring finger. Can we just acknowledge? We've got to talk about you and Courtney because you had an absolutely fantastic relationship.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you first met her?
I first met Courtney, I was like, pow, this girl's fit. And then she was like, oh, my name's Shane. I was like, oh, okay. And then we got to know each other quite quickly. And
Yes, you did.
And genuinely, Courtney has the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met.
You can see that.
He is, Shane is an unbelievable person. Someone I'd never think I'd ever meet
Do you
in
think
my
of them
day-to-day.
as different people?
No, not at all.
Right.
I mean, I had a bit of a joke earlier on because I told him that I only just found out when I saw him getting ready. It's the first time I've seen him getting ready properly.
You've seen it?
I only just found out that it was Shane. So we had that sort of joke. I was sort of, Shane went into the cupboard
Right.
and Courtney came out sort of thing.
A bit like Superman.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shane as a person has the biggest heart. I've got so much admiration for him, for what he's gone through in his life and for what message he has for people out there. And we should all be listening to that sort of message. And that's why that's the message we should all listen to. And someone like Anne's message
100%.
we shouldn't be listening to.
We've run out of time. I've got so many more questions I haven't asked you, but I do have to ask you, were there times when you were a little bit pissed and you saw Courtney and you forgot that Shane was in there?
No, because I know I would have had to unstrap his penis from his bum. I mean, it's not a jigsaw that fits together.
It is absolutely wonderful to see that relationship and to see how comfortable you both are with each other. It's fantastic. You lost out to Courtney this evening. I imagine you all just don't care because you love her so much. Like, surely.
I think Andrew especially was looking forward to her coming out without any cameras.
I've already asked him about that.
Oh, have you? Have you?
What did he say?
I'm sure he said the same thing to us.
See it on repeat. It's all right.
So what has Courtney got to keep her in there that you boys haven't?
Entertainment.
Bollocks.
No.
Come on.
No, she is. Well, Shane J. Because I know Courtney as Shane J more because you see Shane J more. Shane J, he's got the best character of anyone I've ever met. He's got the biggest heart. He cares enough about people. He's educated. Yeah. And he's intelligent and just an all-round top guy. He really is. Because I saw Shane J from day one and I knew he was the winner.
Really?
So, yeah. So for me, you know, he's going to win it. There's no two ways about it. So, and if I got back to me and him in the final, I'd hold my hands up. I'd probably walk out the door before he even said the result. Because he's going to win it. I swear to God.
Do you think he's got it in the bag?
I think he's there. I think he's there. Now he's not really got any competition apart from
Shane J.
Amazing.
Courtney.
Fit.
Right. Let's talk about this. Because there was a lot of people on the outside. People have questioned, and I'm sure you would expect it, your sexuality. Yeah. People have questioned your morals behind it. And people have also questioned, was there any gameplay on your part? So let's go back to the sexuality.
Okay.
Clear it up.
100% straight.
100% straight.
Just because that is, you don't have to be a dick about it. You don't have to be homophobic. Why can't everyone embrace their sexuality and just be themselves?
True say. Yeah. True say. Exactly. But I had to ask you it, purely because of the sheer fact of so many people brought it up. Second of all, morals.
Right.
Was there any gameplay on your part? You said from the moment that Shane J walked in, you thought, there's the winner. We've had people on this panel and in the audience say he's aligning himself with him.
No,
this is your chance
I disagree.
to shut him
No, I understand where that's coming from. But I think with Shane, for me, Shane is everything that I wish I was because he can hold it back when he needs to. And as you've seen, I can't. Right?
Yeah, we've seen.
But when me and Shane are together, we have that laddish banter and he's honest about his sex life in the same sense that I am about mine. So we just sort of bounced off each other in that way. And, you know,
You bounced off each other that way, not the other way.
Let's just
say it straight.
Strictly front to front.
Yeah, let's just set the record
not front
straight.
to back.
Were you ever worried about it's been reported that you've got a girlfriend on the outside. Were you ever worried about her reaction to any of what was going on in the house?
I mean, I wasn't worried about anyone's reaction because at the end of the day, people who know me, people who care about me, know exactly what I'm like. All right, and I went in there from day one, and I've left, and I am me.
And you've been yourself.
Warts and all, you know. And I'm not perfect, and I know I'm not perfect, but I don't proclaim to be.
No, and I think that's come across, and you have said that. And I just want to say to you as well, I think your relationship with Shane J has been lovely.
He's amazing.
I think it's been really, really lovely to watch you two. Genuine left the house on Tuesday. After he left, having a little chat with Courtney. And I think Courtney's heart broke just a little bit when you started talking about Ashley. So was there ever anything there, the way that you looked at Ashley?
I was you
on Tuesday.
Apart from you've got it worse because you've lost your friend, your lover, and your other boyfriend.
I know.
But we can have some drinks and now and I'll get in the hot tub with you, but I won't. I draw the line at Hickey.
Okay.
Not
I've
that
already
you'd
got
want
a
it
bum,
from me
Hickey.
anyway.
But it's going to be...
He'll be there on the outside.
And I said to Daniel, by Friday he'll have already shagged 20 birds and be like, Courtney who?
No, I think you guys have a very cute friendship. You're like the real romance of the show. I feel like it's you and Andrew, Amanda and Wayne, and then like a very boring me and G.
Oh, Andrew! Courtney's missing you. What have you got to say to that?
I miss her too. Do you know what? With that, we said this, if we were both going to go, we'd like to both go. And if we're both going to stay, we'd like to both stay. So seeing that now is not nice because if I was on the other side, I'd be exactly the same. But yeah, Shane J is a legend and long may his reign continue.
All I'm saying is, in a week's time, there'll be no cameras, you'll be all right.
Step forward slightly, please. Typewriter, what have you got to say? Feelings. Oh, fellow housemate Shane J said this. I'm not pretending. I have completely neutral feelings towards Andrew.
Ooh.
Andrew, do you really believe that?
Ooh, well, I don't know. He told me he fancied me last night in the hot tub, which I find is a compliment, but he knows that we are just mates, so...
I'm so good at rationalising emotions and, like, not being human. And Big Brother's like, you know, you're going to miss Andrew. And I was like... Because I in that bathroom earlier, I could have bawled my eyes out really easily. Because that was when it felt most real. And when he pulled me into the bathroom in there, and I was like midway through getting ready, and I was like, don't really have time right now, but went in, and he said about the three, and hugged me, and I was just like, and it was like the longest hug and the most warm hug. And I was just like...
Your friendship is really beautiful. Like the real, like true romance
my favorite
of the house.
in this house. It's literally my favorite. Well, was my
and it's
favorite
so
in
weird.
this house.
It's not like...
It will still, no other relationship will hold a candle to that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just my...
Yeah.
No, I
my
agree.
thing. Because I think, like, a lot of people will say that they feel a certain way about each other, and then somebody else will say something, and that whole thing changes. Or you two were like this.
Yeah, from the get-go.
Regardless, that's honest.
Yeah.
It's really, really honest.
And I said to Big Brother, some people might say like, oh, Andrew likes boys, or like it might be like, Shane's in love with Andrew, or it might be there's two people who love each other and have connected.
Yeah, and
I
that's
said, I hope
okay.
that the latter is what they take away.
Courtney has come to talk to Big Brother about Andrew.
I don't think you ever think that you're going to make a strong connection with somebody. I don't even it's not even something that you're hopeful for. It just kind of comes along and like smacks you in the face. And when it does, it's like the most magical thing. Just means a lot because it feels so warm and lovely. And I really think that that's the sort of thing that life is made for. I really think it's made for connecting with people and having those friendships. And it's not something that I get to do a lot. And so to get to do it like this was just magical. And honestly, like, straight boys, lads, alpha males still aren't allowed to have friendships with drag queens or gay boys in the way that Andrew and I did. And I feel so special that he just kind of said, like, fuck you to everybody's perception and was happy to just be a kid with me. I don't have my partner in crime anymore. You know, just like the companionship of having a best friend there to share this experience. And it's gonna be different. To Johnny, Daniel, and Andrew.
The house.
Okay.
Alright. Poor thing. I'll rise, but I refuse to shine.
Did you miss your boy half friend?
Yeah. And now it's a new day. The housemate I miss the most is, Andrew. It's just not the same without him here. I'm still enjoying myself, but, you know, without my partner in crime, I can't, you know, get up to any crime. I need my ride or die.
Would you rather spend one night with Andrew alone with no cameras, but he can't talk? Or a week with him with loads of cameras and he can talk?
Well, I've already spent a week with him with loads of cameras and he could talk, so that's easy.
Would you rather marry Andrew or win CBB?
Well, I don't want to marry Andrew unless Andrew wants to marry me. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a crush on him, but it's not like debilitating, you know, unrequited love. I just think he's a really great guy. Like, we're friends and we get on. I would hop on the good foot and do the bad thing with him, but I think that that's in his court. The balls are in his court.
But I do need a definitive answer. Would you rather marry Andrew or win CBB? Come on, we all know what the answer is.
I'd rather marry Andrew.
Don't lie to me.
I would.
No.
Love is forever.
Yeah, but winning CBB is sweet as well.
I'd happily be non-sexual life partners with Andrew. There you go.
That's lovely. Boring, but lovely.
Courtney is about to be dragged into a secret task.
Shane. Courtney.
Yes?
Down here. Down here.
Tell me left or right?
Down. Housemate wall. Be quiet, be quiet. All right, bud.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you? Good. Mate, I'm so proud of you. You are smashing it.
Thank
you really
you.
are. And you look fit tonight, I must admit.
Thank you. This is so cool.
This is cool, isn't it?
Am I allowed to do this?
Yeah, this is part of a secret task.
Oh, okay.
I've not hijacked it, don't worry.
Oh.
I've been allowed permission in here. So there's a secret mission.
Okay.
So what we need to do, okay, you can't tell anyone I'm here. You need to get Jess to, tell Jess you're going to declare your undying love for me, but don't refer to me, okay? Okay. Come back and see me. Come back and see me in a bit.
Okay.
Do it in the lounge.
Right?
Yeah.
You having a kiss?
Huh?
Were you having a little kiss?
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
So,
That's pretty.
I was thinking on Friday,
Yeah.
when I see Andrew, that I might confess my undying love for him and see what he says. And I know that he likes girls, and so it's kind of like...
Has he ever mentioned anything other than that?
No, and he definitely likes girls, because he talks about that often.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you should, because what have you got to lose?
yeah, exactly. I'll only be here for a few days.
Yeah.
So your next one is you have to flirt outrageously with Wayne to the point where he thinks you fancy him. So make me as jealous as you can and come straight back when you've done it and try and do it in the lounge, okay? Okay. Okay, good luck.
Were you dating
6 of these
men back then?
Yeah.
Did you have partners? Like, as in,
No,
like a
well, I was
boyfriend
quite
or
a free character for a while. So my wild oats, shall we say, when I was young.
It's too hard to flirt with Wayne. I love him too much.
That was a terrible, terrible effort. Where you need to go is just go and jump on him in bed. Jump, push him onto the bed and just jump on him, mount him like Seabiscuit, okay? Do it.
Oh, how'd you turn the dryer on? What did you do?
Where are you going?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Just dancing around the room.
Okay. Then waltz. We haven't done a waltz. Just a minute. Who's leading go? That's right. You put that hand on there. So you go right together. Now you come forward with yum, see, yum, see.
Oh!
Oh my God. How did we get in this position?
Oh, mother.
Mother.
Please be gentle, it's my first time.
Oh, I think that's the end of the first lesson.
Bloody hell, today? Jeez. I thought you were going to be here till Saturday. Live eviction's Friday. Jesus, right. The next one, you have to get Anne to wear one of your wigs in the lounge, OK? You have to convince her to put it on.
It has to be in the lounge?
In the lounge. Carry it up. Here, nice arse, chick.
Anne, now that I'm presenting ladylike...
Yes?
How would you feel about trying on one of my hairs for this evening's party?
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
Put it down, I'll pop it on.
I don't guarantee to keep it, but you can try it.
All right. It's quite easy to put on. Well, you wear wigs all the time in pantomimes anyway, don't you?
I didn't this year at all.
Oh.
We're having a party tonight, aren't we?
Well, I don't know, I assume we are. But maybe not, because we had a party last night.
We did.
I don't think it's you. Okay, what?
Next one, we need to get everyone to do a conga in the living room, around the sofas. And the second one, I need you to get them to all talk about the people who've left and who they miss and who they like and hate.
Okay.
Okay. Love you. Here, right here. See you in 2.
Okay. Shall we do a conga line around the lounge room to get the energy flowing?
Yeah.
Ready?
I'll hold you.
Ready?
Come on, Shane Lynch, you wanna...
Let's go.
You wanna...
Come on,
Who's getting aboard this train?
Come on.
Jump on.
To the left.
Jump on, pal.
That'll be 2 and 6.
We've all looked.
That's when they invented this.
All you people aren't fit.
Half the crown.
It's really creepy when you look at John Barnes, because he winks every 3 seconds. Just wait for it.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Andrew just looked the other way.
That's weird.
He didn't.
Yeah, look at the smile on his face. Look at that.
Oh, there he is.
Look at that. Oh. I knew that, man.
What happened?
Yeah.
You got me, Mr. Lynch, you got me.
Is that why you called us here?
Is that what you were looking at before?
I know what you're talking about.
Yes, you did.
What the hell? Oh my God, how cool is that?
Right?
How are we?
We can't hear you.
My task was to get Shane, Jay, Courtney to do loads of random stuff. I had to get her to flirt with Wayne and push him on the bed. I had to get her to tell Jess that he was going to tell his undying love for me on Friday.
Which is true, so it wasn't really a task.
Me too, I've got lots to tell you.
I feel like I cheated.
This is so weird, it's moving at me.
She's trapped it. Is it black and white in there?
You look, your smile was looking lovely.
Jess, here's a kiss. You've all been doing amazing. Honestly, you should be so proud of yourselves for getting to the final as well. You've smashed it, every single one of you. Even you, Anne. So yeah, well done. We'll see you all Friday.
I love you.
Bye. See you Friday.
Bye.
Right hand.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
This is so weird. Whoa.
Sorry.
Darling. No, that's okay. I don't want to stand in the way.
No, tap me. That's what that's for. Don't run away.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
It is amazing.
I've just been explaining, from my perspective, love comes in many forms, and it doesn't necessarily have to end with sex. You can be in love, and you can be affectionate, and you give people Oh, I hope Anne isn't thinking we're going to have a threesome.
This would be the craziest threesome in the world, wouldn't it?
I said to Daniel,
that would be front page on the Financial Times. It'd be that crazy.
I'm not being the jam in your sandwich, though.
Rachel is trying to get the inside scoop
It's actually, I came out, you guys were in, and actually I saw so much about your friendship and your relationship than I had when I was in the house.
Oh, wow.
And it was deep, and also... You had some
Not deep how you wanted it.
No, I know. But what did you do when you went into the toilet and you said, stick it in?
That was the sign.
Stick it in?
No, we didn't say stick it in. I said, don't get lipstick on me.
Yeah, what
it was
was
on
it?
the sign. You've seen the sign that he's been looking at 23 hours of the day,
So it's
where it
on the
says,
end of my
Shane,
bed.
you're amazing. Shane J, you're amazing. I love you, bro. Kiss. And I made that on the first night I thought I was going to be evicted.
I didn't even...
That broke the
because I said,
internet.
don't get lipstick on me,
That
and people have thought that he
broke
gave me
the
the odd
internet.
cheeky hummer. Yeah.
We weren't in there long enough.
No,
No, I
it's
think
so
I kept
good.
it. It's in my wig bag.
Don't stand in the corner. I can't pee if you stand in the corner. Oh no, I can. Woo! Don't look at it. It's really small.
I'm not looking.
Why is it always small in this house?
Is it small?
Right, get on your knees. Do you know what? When we came in
Hang
here,
on, let me turn the taps on.
I love you. You're fucking amazing, okay? Thank you. Oh, so nice to see you. It was amazing to see you too. I can't tell you how fucking proud I am. I can't. I'm so proud of you.
I can't concentrate while your fly's undone.
Sorry. Right, wait. Done.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you for what you've done in here. I need to come to LA in May. Oh, cheeky. There's no cameras in here. Stop squeezing my ass. There's no cameras in here.
I just want to squeeze your ass.
Gone after you. Oh my God, you've taken my wardrobe as well. Selfish much?
Yeah.
I think so. Is that the dress you're going to wear on the outside? On
No,
the
I'm wearing
final?
the one on the left.
Wow. Anna's
And that's the
definitely
hair.
not going to love that.
That's the unicorn side pony.
Oh, wow.
It'll give you something to hang on to.
I bet. As we griptastic.
Tell us what happened. Tell us.
We had 7 minutes in heaven.
I tell you what, we felt pulses in there. And you are my worthy winner, okay? And I love you so much. Thank you. You really are the most amazing thing I've met in the last few years of my life. How's that look?
Good night, Ash.
Take care, okay?
See you soon.
Have a good one.
All right.
Love you.
See you there.
Guys!
1, 2, 3, we love you. 1, 2, 3.
Final fight! Final fight! Final fight! Final fight!
Cheers! Bye!
Thank
Bye! Bye! Take care.
The good side, the good side.
Congratulations. You are the winner of Celebrity Big Brother.
Amazing. Thank you. Hello,
This is
everybody.
real life. We are live on air. Welcome back to Other People.
Oh, I know. There's all of these faces.
They also like the bromances.
Aww.
Right from the very start, you had eyes for one boy.
I did.
Do you want to have a look at the two of you together?
Oh, we got a supercut. Yeah. Roll the tape.
I love you.
So you got to see him again this week,
Yes.
and the look on your face kind of spoke 1,000 words. Now we know you got a crush on him, but
Yeah.
how much of a crush on him have you got?
As much as he wants.
Sounds good to me.
But you've said in the diary room, and it's been played out, we've seen it, that you used to be attracted to straight, unattainable men. So have you gone back to your 20s and has it happened again?
Well, I'll tell you tomorrow morning. No, I'm kidding. No, you know the thing that I love about Andrew is that he's just so comfortable with everybody and everything. And I said if more straight guys were like him, the world would be an even better place, because there's just something about somebody being just fine with it, like not caring what people in the house, people at home are thinking, just knowing who he is and feeling confident sharing that in an unconventional way. And I love that. I respect that about him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he fancies you quite a bit when you're Courtney, right? I mean,
He's only human, Emma.
He made a few comments. And especially when he'd had a few drinks. So when he'd had a few drinks and Courtney was on the scene, did you kind of push it a little bit more?
You know what? I do respect his his boundaries and things. And I as much as, you know, it's fun to flirt and fun to... I mean, it is fun to flirt, don't get me wrong. Once the boys left, I was like, what's the point in doing drag? But, no, the thing that I really do respect is that we did have that, like, understanding. And I think that perhaps only the two of us knew what our relationship actually was, because I think everybody else was like, what does that mean? Are they? Aren't they? Are they? And we really knew what it was.
And
we're going to need to talk about one of your former housemates. Here's a clue. You waxed his ass. Aww. You taught him how to tuck.
You're narrowing it down.
You dressed him up. And I think you fancied him a little bit as well.
Do you think?
I think so as well.
I think it was a ride there for a ride back, right?
We need to talk about Andrew.
Yes.
Because I know you've had a chat with Emma about him, but girl to girl.
Yes.
Is there any part of you still that thinks something could happen? Hesitation! Hesitation!
Well, he did say that if I didn't have a... I feel like if Andrew and I met in a dark nightclub somewhere...
He knows it as well.
Right? We've spent a month together in a house, and now what is way more valuable than any, you know, a little something hand shandy in the corner when no one's looking, is a friendship. That is a friendship that I truly, I cannot wait to spend time with him on the outside world. And it's honestly, it is truly worth more than anything sexual. We could be non-sexual life partners.
Did you expect to find a friend that close in the house?
No, I didn't. And I knew that we were friends. And then when the lads left, the DCC... When the DCC left, I was very lost. And I did keep walking past that wall of photos and just, like, looking at Andrew's photo, like, giving him a little smile. And then one day, it started talking back.
It smiled back at you.
And it was just, and then afterwards, like even tonight, I was like looking at all the photos and like just give a little. I'm like, they're photo. They can't see you, Courtney. But it was, yeah. I didn't expect to find a friend like that, and I didn't expect to bond so much with the lads.
Yeah, and you know what? It was so lovely to see as well.